and they're still showing me gut issues, and that directly affects your neurotransmitters, and they just kind of feed and suck off your energy. So I would be looking into a parasite cleanse. Also, what's happening is it seems
Okay.
like you're disconnected from spirit. A pretty good disconnection. Have you been having a harder time connecting when you're praying or manifesting or anything?
That, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So some of these things that are, gosh, you kind of got a lot going on. Some of this stuff is physical. It's in the gut, and it is it's making that disconnect right there because it's making you so sluggish and tired. But it also looks like you're very prone to taking on everybody's stuff, and not even on purpose. It's
Yep.
almost like they like to dump it on you. They like to dump it on you. I would imagine that even if you were going to the grocery store or something, people just talk to you and dump stuff on you, or you're accidentally collecting people's energy all the time. So I would also be focusing on a really good energy cleanse for yourself, because look at how both those things are going hand in hand. There's always a physical thing with an energetic or emotional thing. Physically, there's parasites in the body that's draining you, and then energetically or spiritually, there's energy parasites that are also like dragging you down. So I would be doing a parasite cleanse physically as well as energetically so that your energy can start coming back up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then do you have any questions besides some of that stuff
Yeah.
that I just covered? Okay.
Yeah. We have something going on at the school, and it was an assault with a teachers against my granddaughter. And did the teachers get fired for number one, and then number two, we have to wait because we haven't heard anything from the detectives or anything, because we have to wait till we get that all done so we can do a lawsuit against the school.
Okay. And tell me again, because the phone kind of cut out. What happened with the teacher and the granddaughter?
Yeah, they sexually assaulted her. Two aides sexually assaulted her.
Okay, and you haven't heard anything. Okay, hold on really quickly. And so are you asking if anything is going to progress through that?
Yeah, because we haven't heard nothing from anybody. Nobody's, not even the detectives.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do a lawsuit once it comes through, but we got to make sure the DA is going to take it on.
Right. So it does look like that's going to be a harder challenge because it looks like they're trying to protect the school district instead. I would say that it's not going to
bunch of
come.
them.
Yeah. So it wouldn't come. I mean, you would have a lot of fight to do. So this is such a challenging thing because it could go either way. It looks like you guys would have to put up a major fight. There'd have to be a lot of noise. You'd have to get a lot of people involved in order to help push through with that. It would take a lot of strength. It would take a lot of energy. It would take a lot. Now, on the flip side of that, like, is it worth that when you can still just get her help? That's what you guys will have to decide. But she does definitely need to get some, emotional and mental help, as well as when we have predators in our life like that force their energy onto us, that energy can be stuck in the body and cause lots and lots and lots of problems. So she also needs to do some energy releasing to get the predator's energy out and off of her, as well as like all the trauma stuff that she's going to go through. So ultimately, you guys will have to decide, is it, gosh, that's so hard because you want to stand up and you want to do what's right too, but it's going to take a lot of energy is what I'm seeing. You'd have to make a lot of noise and you're going to have to get a lot of people involved. So what's the best path there? And so it's a really difficult choice.
Well, I know because everybody, like, everything has shut right down. When we tried to get her mental health and everything through the school, and as soon as they find out, they shut us right out.
Yeah, it's because it looks like they're trying to protect the school. So Are you guys already getting her help? Because I don't want you guys to be
Yeah,
so
yeah.
focused on like the lawsuit and stuff that you're forgetting that she needs that help.
No, because they kicked her out of the school too. They completely kicked her out of school without us even knowing. So it took us 6 months to finally get her into school. And it took her a little bit to get used to it, but now she's into a school that will help,
Okay.
that's helping.
And how old is she?
But she's 13, and she
Oh, yeah.
lost all those good teachers and all that stuff that she thought that really thought a lot of her. She's lost them all, besides the mom and dad that just walked out on her too.
Yeah, she's got some major healing to do. But when I look down into the future outcome, as much as she's going to have some challenges there, it does ultimately look like she's going to be happy. So just keep up on that. Check in frequently. And, we don't always have to bring up the trauma and stuff, but just remind her how beautiful she
Yep, yep,
is and how amazing she is, a reminder of the good qualities. And she might not want to hear it sometimes, but it is going to be planting those seeds. So as long as she's got some good trauma people to help her and energetically too, please, that's so important, the energy stuff. She's going to be okay. Challenges, of course, but she will be okay. You'll just have to
yep.
decide for yourself if it's worth the energy. I don't mean that. That sounds really harsh.
I
Because in
know.
the end, sometimes it can bring up so much more trauma by trying to fight and people aren't,
Yep.
yeah. So,
Do you think the
yeah, do you have
DA will take it on though? Do you think the district attorney will take it on, or just
I'm, I'm leaning more towards no. I hope that there's a change because obviously, that can change because of free will. But at the current time, it just
yep?
looks like it's a sticky situation for them, and I'm leaning towards no. Um, I think like if the best way about it, in my opinion, to go. Do you guys live in a bigger town or is it a smaller town?
Well, we live in a small town, but it's a big school district, and the school she goes to, that school, the one that did the assault, is paying for the other school too, because they
Okay.
kicked her right out of the good school and put her into another one.
Right. I was just thinking like here I come from a small town. Um, we have these like buy seller trade pages on Facebook and we use that as a community service. And that's how the words get
Yeah.
spread a lot about some of these movements that are happening. Getting other businesses kind of, in the loop with like what's happening. And a lot of people just start coming forward and helping. So that could be a good way if you guys have that available to you to start spreading the word and getting people involved so that they're vocal, and making kind of loudness about it so something does get done with it. Look into those options too for yourself if you're going to pursue this.
I'm gonna do what I can. I just hope that, but because I don't even know where to turn. But we try to call the detectives everything, and they don't call back or nothing.
Okay. Well, please remember that you always have spirit things to help you. Please call on your spirit guides, your angels. Archangel Michael's a really good one for this too, to come in and help with the protection, especially when it comes to children. Please start calling on your spirit team to help ask them to line things up. Remember, they're always there to help you, but we don't speak up enough for them to help us. Be very specific with your spirit team about what you need so that they know how to help you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Penny, I'd love to hear back from you in the future to see how, things have gone for you guys. I definitely will be sending some good vibes for you, but please keep sending your prayers up and be specific. And I will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a great night. Okay. Next, I have Lexi from St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. What can I help you with tonight?
Um, to be honest, I just was looking for just some insight on So I've been going through a difficult transition after losing a very close friend of mine. It's been almost a year, so like in December, and like getting back in the groove of doing a lot of different things. And then recently, since school has started back, I have one of my children has been having some issues, which she's been there for 3 years, but there's like new staff and new administration throughout this school now. So there's been some difficult challenges, and I am just looking for some insight on how to, I don't know, how to proceed, I guess.
So let's start with your friend that passed away. Was it a male?
She was a female.
Oh, female. Okay. Sorry, because I just had an energy come in right when you said that. And sometimes I have a harder time, like, is this for my person or is this somebody else? Because have a male figure that just showed up right when I started speaking to you. What was your friend's name? The female?
Her name was Paige.
Paige. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. And gosh, she went pretty fast. Did she happen to take her own life?
No, ma'am. She
Okay.
will. To be honest with you, there was never no way of us really fully knowing. She
Okay.
was in hospital sick a couple of days prior to, and then after that, we just awoke to phone calls that she had passed. So there was never a way, and her family didn't let us know and didn't let us in on much. So to be honest, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. But she was in the hospital. Where was she when she passed away?
She was at home in her room.
Yeah. And they didn't do an autopsy or anything?
If they did, the friends didn't get the results. Her family was not very open. That was a very difficult time.
Okay. I do have one more question. And the reason I'm asking is because usually when people pass away, I get their energy very, very, very quickly. I am not seeing hers like come in full, like a full entity. It's like super scattered. So I'm just trying to narrow down like where she's at. Did she do drugs by chance? Did she use?
Say that one more time.
Did she use drugs?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I've just got a few different energies trying to pop in, so I'm trying to narrow it down. But
So it's funny, like when you first started talking and you mentioned a male figure.
yeah.
A year. Well, I guess it's been like 2 years now. So like 2 years prior to Paige passing, I had a very good friend of mine who had passed, and he was a male.
Okay.
And he passed in a car accident, and he was under the influence when he passed.
So I must be picking up his energy when I'm trying to pick up hers, and he's so strong. I can still see him so clearly right here. And his presence must just be so strong that I can't grab hers yet. So are you open to letting me like see what he needs? Because I might not be able to reach her
Yes,
until
ma'am.
I clear him. Okay. Please tell me his name.
His name is Trayvon.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And he's been gone for a few years. That's what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
He's very stubborn. Do you know this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And I mean this with kindness, and I apologize to my producing team over there that's behind the screen right now, but he kind of like, he has like a really strong ego, like he's the shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, always. Always.
Yeah. His energy is so strong, I can't even reach her. So I just must have been grabbing him. He is so stubborn, and I've never actually really come across this before where like, I don't need to go into the light yet. Like I'm fine right here kind of attitude. Where like,
Yes,
yeah, I know,
ma'am.
sir, and I don't even need to go into the light because like I don't need to be, and he's so stubborn. Yes, he is he did find his way eventually, but he is so stubborn. And it took him a while to get there. It's almost like he enjoyed just kind of like being stuck for a little bit, seeing what everybody was up to. He's like a little bit nosy. So, like, he did eventually get to where he needs to be. He still has some healing work to do because he's got a really strong ego. It's almost like he has so deep emotions that he doesn't want to show anybody, so he shuts down and just kind of gets that ego instead. So it's almost like he's also learning how to accept love, if you will, and accept hold on, because he's like showing me a bunch of things. Like he's almost learning how to open his heart, and that it's okay to love people without having this strong ego. And it's fun because like I can see that he likes to laugh and he likes to be kind of like the life of the party, the center of attention kind of, but he also was so shut down emotionally in some forms because he was afraid. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am. It makes a lot of sense.
So he's doing okay. He looks like if he were next to you right now, he'd be playing jokes on you or pranking you somehow. Is that something he used to do with you?
Always. It's never ending.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask if he has, yeah, I don't know how much of this.
One more time.
I'm just trying to like see if he had any extra messages, but some of the stuff I get from him, I don't think I can say on the air. Okay. So, but just know like it did take him a long time to get to where he needed to be. He's good now. He's doing some healing. He still has a major ego, but he's great. And so I'm just going to tell him, thank you, thank you, thank you, so that we can see where, okay. Now your friend Paige can come through because he was so strong. He's almost your friend over here. He was more like, I'm the life of this show. Like nobody can come before me because of his ego. So now that he can go away, she can come through. Okay. So, and I still see her is like pretty sick. Have you ever watched The Sixth Sense before?
It's been forever.
Do you remember by chance that when he seen the girl ghost and she was hiding under the bed and she was sick and like throwing up and like really pale looking?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember that? That's kind of that's kind of the image that she's showing me. So like, now that I can see that with her, I also know that she hasn't quite got to where she needs to be either. She's really angry about going the way that she did. She's really like, this isn't how it was supposed to be. And I apologize for passing like a message like this, but sometimes it just takes them a little bit to finally move on. Did she not get along with her family too well? Because it seems like she's really angry at the family.
She did not. It was very, very bad.
Yeah, she's got some anger to let go of. Give me a moment because I just need to talk to her energy really quickly. Oh, she must have had some religious trauma as well. Are you aware of that?
I am not.
Okay. It's almost like if people have like been into a church that really preached like you're going to go to hell or there's a purgatory, I see the same energy with them of like not knowing what's over there. So like, I'm not going to go, or I'm a little bit scared to go. But before she can fully like go into the healing center, because how I see it with people like her and him too, is that they'll probably need to go do some healing because the human world was so stressful that they need to go to the healing center before they can finally just, move on and be orientated to the other side. And she's just having a hard time because she's so stuck in her anger, and it has a lot to do with the family. And then obviously the fact that she didn't want to go like that. So please, when you think of her, talk out loud to her, let her know that it's okay to go in there. I'm telling her too right now, it's okay to go in there. Like, you release all the negative human emotions. It's happiness, it's healing, it's peaceful. You can do more good for your loved ones that, as a spirit than stuck like this. and it's okay, and like to forgive and just move on, and just tell her how you feel and let her know it's okay, because she just also looks like she's scared too. So, but she's okay. Like I can clearly see her. So she just needs a little encouragement. So please, well, she has a lot of love for you, by the way. She says that she moves things in your bedroom. Also, is she showing me pushing things off? Like she's pushing things off. I don't know if you have like a table or something in your room, or an end table or something like that, or if you have papers that just keep coming off. But she's moving things in your bedroom. Also, I think at nighttime when you're getting ready for sleep, you might hear her and it freaks you out. Do you get to that spot where you're almost falling asleep and then like jump really quickly?
All the time. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. She is around you. I think the reason that you might have a harder time connecting is because right now she's not really in spirit form. She's what we would call a ghost right now. But she's so connected to you that she keeps trying to come, but your body's not receiving it because it's ghost energy, not spirit energy. So she really needs help just transitioning over. Just let her know it's okay. She's safe. And as I'm telling her and I'm looking at her, telling her, her color is lighting up. So I know that she's thinking about it. Please give her that encourement. Lexi, I am actually out of time, so I can't go into the child stuff today, but please, either find a way to call in again or message me online and maybe we can set something up, but I'm out of time for the night.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night.
Well, thank you, you as well.
Yes, bye. Okay, guys, I just have a very short period of time. One of the things I'd like to leave you with is when you're going through stress, especially this big transition of energy, earth energy, just tap right here on your collarbones and ask for your body, mind, and spirit to come in and work at 100%. Do it several times so that you're clear-minded and clear energy. And just take some deep breaths. I hope to see you next week. You can find me on Facebook under Your Beautiful Life with Jenna Lee. I will see you next Wednesday. Have the best week ever. Bye, guys.
to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for an offering of light with Robin Cheney. Robin Cheney. Live from RobinCheney.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites.
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is an offering of light.
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, good night, everybody. Welcome to Thursday night on A1R Radio. I am Robin Cheney. I will be hosting you for a few minutes, and I'm a little late, so my apologies for that. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm excited. I am a healer. So what that means is I'm going to offer you light. I call it light because to me it looks like light, and it comes from above. So I offer you divine light. You can direct it where you want it to go, or you can just let it do what it does, because it knows a lot better than me. And it will go where it needs to go and help you move forward with your life. Okay? So anywhere you need some healing, it will go. And sometimes the healing looks different than you think it will. So just be open. Okay? All righty. So since we're running a little late, I'm just going to go on in. So everybody get comfortable. And on the count of 3, take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. Right? And let's do that one more time on the count of 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. All righty, I'm going to start running light here. So if you have intentions, go ahead and set those. And if at any time you want this light to stop for any reason, you just tell it to stop. I don't have to hear it. It will immediately cease for you. However, if I am running what I call the big light cannot stop on a dime. So it takes a little bit for it to stop, okay? A couple seconds for it to stop, because it's coming in like a semi. So it takes a minute. But this light that I'm running right here, it will immediately cease. All right. Ooh, I feel a lot of anxiety. Interesting. There's a lot of anxiety. So let's go into that. That's just what I'm tapping into. It feels like a young man. Ooh, a young man. There's also a couple women coming through that have a lot of anxiety as well. So let's work on this. Nice. Now I was going to have a caller tonight, but we were having trouble with the phone numbers. I mean, with the connection. So we will try to do another one next week. So again, if you would like to be on the show, please DM me your phone number, and we will select somebody from the people that request. So you can email me at robin@robincheney.com. You can also go to my website if you want to. You can get in touch with me there, which is robincheney.com. Or you can just DM me, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not on TikTok a lot, so that's probably not a good idea. Instagram is probably the best bet. And then Facebook Messenger would be second best, outside of the email, of course. Okay. So I also feel somebody that has some nausea going on. Oof. Why is this nausea? I know it's is related to the vagus nerve. Okay. Oof. All right. We're just kind of going deep. They're not giving me a lot of information on this, but I do feel like nausea, but it's like, it's coming from below, like the stomach, which is very interesting. So let's work on that nausea. Okay, it feels like there's a good bit of vomiting or heaving. Oh, and heaving is no fun. I'm sorry you're having to live with that. Oof. For this person, they actually have my hands on my belly, which would be for your belly. So if your belly is feeling warm right now, that's me touching your belly energetically. That's starting to calm down, which is amazing. I'm glad to hear that, but I still feel, there we go. I just intensified it a little bit, so you may have felt that shift. And for those of you who don't feel any of this work, it's okay. You don't have to. Some people feel it, some people don't. And both are right. Both are okay. It does not stop the work from happening or the healing from happening. If you are fearful of it, that can slow it down though, okay? That can like minimize it, lessen the intensity. There we go. I felt some spots that were cool to my touch, and I'm trying to me, those are blocks. So I'm pushing some blocks through. You may feel this if you're sensitive. I feel like the nausea has gone away, but I don't feel the healing. Okay, it feels like there's also maybe like heart palpitations that go on because I feel it going up through here and then also in my ear. All right, yeah, that's vagus nerve. All right, we have some vagus nerve issues going on for somebody. Actually, a couple people. Ooh, multiple people. All right, so the nausea, the person with the nausea, I feel like that is. I feel like that should be dying down. Do we have a full healing on this? Not yet. Okay. And this is a short show, so I'm not able to fully like fully engage because there's multiple people, listening. So you may need to come back like one or two more times, okay? First, and just have like when I'm running light, have your intentions set to heal the nausea, okay? I feel like the nausea is gone now, but the full healing of it is not finished, okay? And I'm gonna put some light in there to continue to work. But as I move my hands around, I can feel that it's not staying this like the healing isn't staying when I move my hands around. So for it to sustain, it needs a couple more rounds of light, especially since it's just a short time that we have light during this show. All right. So for those of you who are feeling the anxiety, I'm feeling much calmer there. And we have some stuff going up through here, okay, yeah, we have some more vagus nerve issues. But it feels like it's moving. So I'm happy to see that. So we have some healing going on in that vagus nerve that wraps around, right? And then goes up into, in your neck and up into the brain. I'm gonna try to open my eyes in case when the producer comes on and tells me how much time I have left, I want to be aware of that. Ooh. All right, I'm feeling much better in my stomach and my abdomen. So that's amazing. The stress I'm feeling like is moving. All right, so I'm gonna do just like a nice heavy warm blanket over everybody who has this anxiety. Here we go. Calming that down. I was feeling a lot of anxiety like coming up through my shoulders and my arms. I don't feel that anymore, so it's exciting. All right, I have 3 minutes left, everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight, and what a wonderful night of healing ahead and psychic readings ahead. I hope everybody enjoys the night. And remember, you can come back and watch the replays of this and still get healing from this, okay? Because even though I'm tuned in to a couple people, the light, whoever attends, is receiving some healing light, okay? And that is my dog agreeing. Okay. And I'm just going to run the light still. And again, if you want to be read by me online and have some healing virtual healing, please reach out, send me your phone number, and we will be able to call you. Except we were having trouble with Sweden for some reason. The caller tonight was going to be from Sweden. Okay. All right. And if you do want personal session with me, I do offer one-on-one sessions. I also offer group events. There's one coming up October 25th. It's a low-cost way to work with me. And what else do we do? I do this radio show, and that's a free way to get a little bit of healing light from me. And hoping to get a caller next week. So again, if you're interested, please send me your phone number. And we're probably going to start zooming out now. Not zooming out, closing out. I think I probably just have like a minute left. 60 seconds, he says. Yay. All right, so I'm just going to get it intensified. I'm going to intensify the healing for everybody. I feel like somebody's feeling really grounded now. It's good. That's good, because when I'm like a very ungrounded person, so it feels good when I'm able to ground. I feel like that anxiety, there were like seven people with a lot of anxiety. So that should be coming down for all of them. There's still a little bit in the solar plexus area, in that area between the solar plexus and the sacral. They're just starting to calm down. I don't feel the nausea anymore. I don't feel the blocks to the nausea. There's still some more healing for the person with the nausea. So just come back or rewatch this and get some more healing. Oh, and thank you all for showing up. My apologies for being late. All righty. See you next week. Bye-bye.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome.
Time for Beyond the Veil with your medium, Shelley Shanwall. Live from yourmedium.ca.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the Veil with Shelley Strongwell, which is me. I'm very excited to be back here again this week to do another reading for a caller coming in. So we'll see who's coming in soon here. If you wish to learn more about me, you can check my website out at yourmedium.ca. I'm also part of the Spiritualist Alliance Church here in North Vancouver, and we do services online. So if you're interested in seeing a spiritualist service, you have the opportunity to log in Sundays at 1 o'clock Pacific time. You will be able to watch us work. So check that out as well. Now, I'm just waiting for my caller to come in here and see who we have on the line so we can do a reading and hopefully help some with some issues that they're having today. And any moment now. Do I have someone here? And while we're waiting for this person, we'll just get our friends in spirit to come in nice and close, because they will help us do this reading. And one thing to note is that you're never alone. Your friends in spirit are always with you. And if you're feeling that you need some extra support, times of struggle, just ask for them to come in for you. Come in nice and close. And people often say they feel a sense of warmth and peace that comes in over them. So we do have a caller here now. I have Jade in Medicine Hat. So yes, let's bring Jade in and let's see how we can help her today. Hello?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Jade. How are you tonight? Can you hear me?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. So how can I help you tonight?
Whatever spirit has for me.
Oh, this is fun. Great. Okay. There's an excitement because there's so much potential and possibility with what you're up to here. And what I'm getting is that this has been a bit of a dream of yours to move on this, isn't it?
Sorry?
This is a bit of a dream of yours to move forward with this.
Well, I never knew it was my dream until, the path that I'm taking, isn't one that I chose. It kind of just, I asked Spirit and Creator what I'm supposed to be doing now, told them to plump me on a path, and it's not the path I thought they were going to put me on.
It never is. You know what, Jade? It never is. And that's the interesting thing. I mean, this is, now that you're getting into this, it's like, oh, what can I do with this? This is exciting because this is now spirit led for you. And when you start tapping into spirit like you have, and you begin to move with them versus moving against them, like just staying safe, you know how we can get kind of pigeonholed into our little world here and move into this space where we're working with spirit. Sky's the limit. It's a very exciting point in time for you. I have really good feeling for you on this. This feels like an excellent path for you. And what's really exciting, not only just from spirit perspective, but somebody who also works with spirit, is how that you're involving them in this. You've already done that work. It's like, all right, guys, what do you want me to do? Where are we going in life? And they're guiding the path now. It's often hard for people to give up, the reins with stuff like this and say, okay, guys, let's have you do this. And you've made that leap. Now, they're warning you from time to time, there's going to be a little, what's happening here? Because things are going to shift and start to move very rapidly for you. Now that you're doing this spirit-led lifestyle approach, I guess we could call it, right? Because it's no longer you just in a human body going, oh, my brain says this, I'm going to do this. You're going, spirit, what do we do? So there's going to be these moments where there's going to be a bit of panic, but it feels like everything is really good around the situation for you, Jay. There's lots of exciting changes in environments. There's also, it feels like there's not a lot of worry with money, which is, often one of those things that we come into. It's like, okay, we're starting a business here. We're doing this.
I sure hope.
You sure hope not, right? Sorry.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
It is going to be good. You know what, Jade, what I'm getting from them as well, you're a very hardworking person. And you will do right by anything that you put your mind into. And they're saying to me that that's going to be worth its weight in gold. You've accompanied that mindset of, yes, I know how to work hard. I know how to work for what I want and need, but I'm also going to invite spirit in for this. You're not just sitting back and going, okay, spirit, do all of this for me. And some people will do that. They will think that, well, spirit's going to sweep in and they're going to make everything all right. But that is the only part of it, bringing them in. We here have to be an active part of what we're doing. And I feel very much that you are that type of person to be in an active part of this. So they're really on your side and they really want to help you build this.
Well,
Now,
I need spirit so much part of what I do, because what I've been directed to do is help people remember what our souls know, and to clear people's ancestral bloodlines.
That's exciting work. It sounds like a wonderful way to nurture and help people heal, right? I mean, we often ignore those things and we just try and plod along as people. So that's great work that you're going to be doing. And they're very excited that you're not in it for yourself either. You're helping people. This is a healing path for you. And that healing nature gets to be nurtured, right? And you also notice too, as you're doing this work, you get healing as well as giving healing, right? And that's the exciting part.
I spent a lot of time healing, created a sanctuary, sacred space in my backyard to do with my ancestral healing. I just, I don't know how to get myself in front of more people.
I see. Yes. No. It's a tricky one now. The world has changed so much, and a lot of it is social media. That's going to be the big help to drive you with that. There's also going to come some affiliations with other people and other groups, if that makes sense to you. So they're going to come in and help you out. But it's about reaching out. And as you start to do this work, one client, two clients, that kind of thing, it's going to grow. There's going to be a lot of referral for you as well. But know that they're behind you in this one. And I'm hearing workshops, things like that. So if you promote yourself with things like that, that will help you get this business up and running and going for yourself. But this is a wonderful journey for you, Jade, and the sky is the limit with you, really. I mean, you've got the work ethic, you've got it down. You are going to do really well. You do have free will, though. Remember that. Thank you. And do know, even for the little decisions, Jade, bring them in. Ask them to come in. Doesn't matter how minute it is. They want to be with you and they want to help you. All right?
Okay.
May I leave that with you?
Wonderful.
I'm so excited for you, Jade.
I've got goosebumps from my bones all the way to the top of my skin. Every inch and atom within me, I can just feel it. Yeah.
You've got that spiritual connection. You are a healer. Use this definitely. You're going to do great things.
Confirmation that I wasn't crazy.
You're not.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Instinct Reclaim Sanctuary Sessions with Christina Elliott. Live from ChristinaElliott.org.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Instinct Reclaim
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Instinct Reclaim Sanctuary Sessions. I'm so happy to be back again, and happy Thursday, everyone. We're almost to the weekend. Before we take a caller, I wanted to address a little bit of something that we need to talk about. It's called self-love, and so many of us don't have that. We've been here in America for sure. We've been raised in environments and just where they're like, don't love yourself, crap on yourself. They want you to constantly be putting other people first, which is a beautiful thought. But we want to come back to self and learn to love ourselves, because once we start loving ourselves and prioritizing ourselves and our own needs, miracles really start to take place. And that's why it's just really important for us to learn more about self-love. So I wanted to share with all of you a little sponsor of mine. It's refinedivinepsychic.com. She offers some wonderful self-empowerment classes. They help me stay on track. They help me get out of my dark night of the soul and open up to such wonderful and amazing things. So again, check out the website and look at those self-empowerment classes at refinedivinepsychic.com. Now we are ready for a caller. It looks like we have Ashley in Providence, Rhode Island. Are you there, Ashley?
Hi, I am here.
Hi, Ashley. How are you this evening?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What can I help you with today?
So, things are tough, but everything's still working out great, and I just wanted to see if maybe it's just a general reading, or if anybody who had passed comes forward and wants to say anything.
Okay. Is there anyone in particular that you want to connect with on the other side?
Yeah, I would love if my dad would come through.
Awesome.
It's his birthday actually tomorrow.
Oh, I expect him to pop right in then. What's his name?
I hope so. Michael.
All right, one moment. Let's connect to Michael. He has a birthday cake. He has that too. He's got a birthday hat on, and he's showing me one cake, sorry. Now he's showing multiples because he's messing with me. I don't know, was he a funny guy when he was alive here on Earth?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he seems like he's got a great sense of humor. He says he wants to blow out the candles with you. Do you have a birthday coming up yourself in the near future?
No, I don't, but he's been gone for, it will be 5 years next year. So he's missed a lot. He hasn't, my youngest son was born the year that he passed. So maybe that's it.
It could be.
Is
there someone that you know of that has a birthday coming up? Like, I feel like it's before the end of this year.
My youngest does in December.
Okay. Yep. That explains who he's saying happy birthday to then. And he's also wanting you to know, do you have a party planned for your son? Or it doesn't have to be anything elaborate, even if it's, he's saying if you're doing candles, but he's telling me you always do candles. So when you're doing the candles and he's blowing out the candles, know that his grandfather is there kind of blowing out the candles with him. That's why he's really showing the birthday cakes. It's not so much for you, or excuse me, it's not so much for him in that he's celebrating himself. He's celebrating his grandson, which is a beautiful thing. Do you have any particular questions you want to ask him, or else I'll just keep going?
Yeah, just keep going. Just wanted to see if he has any insight. How does he feel about what's been happening and stuff?
Ah, okay. Ooh, he does this. He says, it's frustrating for you, which he recognizes it's frustrating for you. He's not sharing what the details of that are. If you want that shared, you can just let him know you want that to come forward. Otherwise, he will keep it private. That's totally fine. He just really wants you to know the best thing to do for not allowing yourself or the other people involved that are close to you ruminate or overthink on the problem. That is like the worst thing we can do for ourselves when we're stressed or upset about something, is to continue constantly thinking about it, putting conclusions and expectations onto these situations. The best thing to do is just kind of receive them, through meditation, through deep breath exercises. Just receive the energy of what it is and let it, as you exhale, let it flow out of you, because that will help ground you a little bit more and face the situation with more clarity. This isn't something you need to do just once. You'll want to, whenever you catch yourself being flustered is when you should do this. And it can be pertaining to the situation at hand that you mentioned, or it can be for any situation, even if you get frustrated, driving and you hit a red light or something. That's always me. I get frustrated driving.
Yeah.
But he wants you to know that there will be an end. I feel like shortly after the new year, you'll have things will have settled down, and you will either have clarity on how to approach the situation in a way that makes you feel comfortable, or else it will just kind of dissipate on its own, which the more calm we can bring to ourselves before an outcome, it allows for an outcome that is more suited to someone who's of calm nature versus someone who's always thinking in their head and trying to how when you think about outcomes and how things are going to work out, a lot of times as humans, we go straight for the negative things. What's the worst case scenario? Yeah. And then we just play it out in our head over and over and over again. That's what I want you to stop. I feel like there's more people involved in this situation. More people that are, I should say more people that are kind of on your side or have your best interests at heart. He wants you to know, your father wants you to know that he feels that that's coming to an end again shortly after the first of the year, but it's your responsibility and the people around you, not just you, but the people you engage with about the situation. Ensure that you just keep it light, laugh about it if you can.
That would have been my dad all day. Absolutely, because he would always say my mom was so dramatic, and she needs to go with the flow and this and that.
Yes.
And he always used to say, easy does it, take your time, just go with the flow, brush it off. And my mom was always like, get it done now, or this is how it needs to be done, or feel this way at a certain point. And I have my dad's personality, and so many people have said that to me, that you are your dad's daughter.
I love that.
Yes.
No, I pulled a card, and this is spirit. So let's thank spirit for this. I pulled an oracle card before the show tonight, just to see how the show is going to pan out. And here's the card I got. Of course, I've put my glasses on to read it. It is Father Healing. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably a little bit out of focus, but it says, your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. This was for you. Your dad is saying, give those issues to him. Whatever these struggles are that you're having, give them to the heavens. Just don't allow the pressures to consume you and those who are close to you. And just whenever you catch yourself in a funk about it, just say, all right, Dad, take it away, take it off of me.
Yeah.
And then do some of those deep breaths and things like that. And you can feel free to reach out to me after the show. You can reach me via my website. You can send me an email. My email address is on there. It's ChristinaElliott.org. I'm happy to send you some meditations that you can work on and so forth. If we do them on air tonight, I'm concerned that we'll run out of time. But is there anything else you want to know from your father? We have a couple minutes left.
Yeah, but before he goes, anything about his passing, if he remembers if he remembers anything about, or because he used to say to me what happened to him, he didn't want that to happen to him, and I just wanted to see if he was okay the way he passed and how everything happened.
Did you put him in a nursing home or an assisted living facility?
He went into hospice, and that was he never wanted that. Yeah. But before 2 days, so before he passed, 2 days before he passed, my mom sold the house that we all grew up in. My father even grew up in. His father grew up in.
Okay.
So I feel like he grew up and passed away in that house. That's how I feel. He left 2 days after he left, he was in the hospital, and then he passed a week later. He didn't want to leave that house. He was brokenhearted. Yeah.
He's certainly not brokenhearted over it anymore. We have, he's showing me that he kind of had it planned, and we all plan, or we all choose when we decide to pass. And he's showing me that he had the moments in the home, and once it was gone, he was just ready to leave. He felt like it was closure. It's not a negative thing. He did not feel bad about it. He just felt that now's my time. It's closure for that piece of the family life, so to speak. We have about 30 seconds left. So I'm sorry, Ashley, I got to cut it short, but you can email me at ChristinaElliott.org. My website, my email address is on there. And I just want to thank you, Ashley, for tuning in. It was so wonderful to get to talk to you and your dad. I'm glad he popped through for us. So thank you, Michael, for showing up for us. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and let's just enjoy cozy season being upon us. Have a good night.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Insights with Solaris with Jennifer. Live from Solaris.one.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Insights with Solaris
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello. Welcome to another installment of Insights with Solaris, where I am your host, Jennifer, a tarot reader for over 10 years, and I have over a dozen healing certifications everywhere from Reiki, sound therapy. I also do, of course, tarot, as we were here today, but astrology and numerology as well. So even though I do a little bit of it all, I usually come down to say I am a channel of spirit, and I bring messages for those who find me. And I always start out with a message for the collective for the upcoming week. And these are just energies to be aware of. If something comes up that's not necessarily a situation which you may like or you don't like the sound of it, right? We just need to know that this could just be a moment of 5 minutes that is stepping in and we're struggling, but it doesn't have to be the entire week, because there is coming up where there is a reluctance to accept wisdom from others, but it's also a fear surrounding money and finances. So you may just be a little bit uncertain about employment, or it could be that you may be spending a bit more than what you need to and what you should be in this period. So it's really about gathering your inner strength over the next couple of days to really understand, like, okay, I need to have boundaries of how I manage my material resources, whether that's money, your belongings. If you have a closet full of clothes you never wear, maybe consider donating that, but really just declutter. Let go of things that you don't need so you can bring better things in that are more in alignment with you, that makes you happy. So it's like that Marie Kondo of, like, if it doesn't make you happy, you can give it away. So it does seem like over the next couple of days, it is going to be a lot about your material world, but it's okay that you do spend a little extra here and there. Okay, you're allowed to enjoy the luxury. We just want to make sure that it doesn't go too extravagant where you're actually having negative consequences of your spending in material world. And just know, like, now is not a good time to really hammer in plans, starting new plans. Okay, that doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. It just means you don't have all the information, and you could really use a break or a trip to clear the fog surrounding your situation to really step forward to more success. But as of right now, it's not really a good time to make big decisions. So just work on those boundaries, especially with your material resources, and know that there's still some very good relationship dynamics going over the next 7 days, particularly with your loved ones and family members. And so we are going to just go ahead and jump into our caller today. So we have Marcel from Canada. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Tell me what type of questions you have today, Marcel.
I don't know what's going to be happening for me the next little while.
Well, it seems like you are a person that has a lot of inspiration, and so you're going to be having a lot of quick ideas. I'm seeing that immediately. There's also a lot of celebration around you. Has anyone announced a wedding or maybe a birth of a new child recently?
No, but my daughter just got a new puppy today.
Oh, well, see, that's a celebration right there. That's part of the family. Yeah, let's step in to see what we have going on, because I feel the enthusiasm in your voice, but also in the cards is coming up with quite a bit of enthusiasm as well. In the center of what's going on right now in your present situation, we have a lot of options. So maybe you're a bit scattered right now, and you're trying to pull over all of these things to finally make sense. It's coherent, it's together, it's unity. So I see that you're trying to pull all these different aspects in, and it is working. And what you are doing is going to create luxury. And what luxury means, it means like, okay, I can enjoy myself, whether that is like, okay, I get to drink a glass of wine at the end of the day because I have all my chores done. You are creating moments for you to just really enjoy life. So all of the things you're pulling together to have one coherent situation is going to work. So keep at it. You are being asked to step into a bit of forgiveness, though, in the next couple of days. So has anybody said anything to you or did anything that you weren't quite fond of?
I've gone through a very, very horrible situation that I pulled myself out.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a very abusive marriage. I've had to close the door on my mother, brother, and sister because my sister was involved with my ex-husband abusing me. And yeah, it's been rough. I've had to relocate out of where I live. I've had to leave my job that I was at for 25 years. But I'm in a good place. I wake up every morning. I'm grateful. I get to see my grandchildren all the time. So things are good right now.
Okay, very good. So, okay, talking about the grandchildren, I see one that is going to be more intuitive, friendly, maybe more outgoing, but artistic. You are good. Also very intuitive. There may be some disagreements with that grandchild. That's just in the near future. This isn't anything that's going to cause a lot of hiccups. It just could just be a minor disagreement with how things are being done. So just be aware that you would be in a good position to apologize when this comes forward. And it's mostly about organization and discipline on how the parenting is happening. You have a more of a different idea of how things should be done. So just take it in, like you have very, very valuable information and advice to give, but just make sure that it's in a way that is actually constructive and you're not bringing in any type of cross examination type things coming in. What we have coming forward, though, I am seeing this path of you really having a lot of sleepless nights, but you're walking away from that. So, of course, you were talking about all of this movement you have done between cutting off family members and people who have been harming you. And I see all of this.
Yeah.
Okay. You did not make any wrong decisions. Spirit is coming in very clearly, okay, that they saw you praying, they saw you waiting for somebody to help you. You were given your own strength to be able to walk away. You're still gathering up your inner strength to fully walk away and to allow yourself to heal. But we are still now in an illusion of, okay, I'm still trapped. Now, you know that's not true logically as we were speaking, right? You're relocated, you're in a better position as you were saying. But there's still the fear of being like, okay, can I take action? What do I do now? Am I protected? There is also like my self-confidence isn't as well as it should be, or what I remember 8 years ago type of situation. So it's still the next couple of weeks, and you're gonna feel a little bit down, particularly around the holidays as well. But you are still gathering your inner strength. You are recovering. You are building all of this confidence back up, and that's going to take time. So don't push yourself. If you get upset some days, just allow yourself to enjoy. Know that the time and effort and the love you have given to other people always come back to you. It always comes back, but you must be ready to receive it because you've done a lot for other people. And I see that you're always willing to be like, okay, if I have an extra dollar and then this person needs it, I'll lend some money. I lend my time and effort and so there is more career opportunities coming because you are generally a good person. So there is a lot of good news coming forward regarding your money, how you spend your time, what you put effort in, because you're putting effort back into yourself. And I really want to hit home with that because Spirit is saying that take things slowly, take time to heal. Because you are strong, but sometimes when we use all our energy and we're running on fumes, right? We need some time to come back and be that confident, significant being that we are. So throughout all of this, it's the end of a situation. You did it. Okay, take a deep breath. You did it, and I can see.
I did it, but you know what? I think where my frustrations are a lot is that I never got any help from our justice system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm seeing that the he said, she said, the justice system, that man, the judge, masculine energy, not wanting to listen, not wanting to do anything. And I see that. Don't worry about that. Karma works in all ways. But regardless has happened within a justice system, I see balance recovering for you. Yeah, it's not going to be okay, restraining orders and everything like that, but it's like I control my life and I make sure that I get what I need to have this closure. And that's where your inner strength is coming in, because you got away, you walked away, you got out, now you're resting, and now it's time to really start something again, something new. And that can be scary, but right, you have everything that you need to continue on. I see you learning new things, a new area of study, and that's going to be part of your job as well. I see a lot of joy around the friends and family that you still keep in communication with and helping them find more balance. So that's fantastic. You are moving in a very good place. So take that deep breath. You did well, right? Not everybody would be able to survive what you've been through. Sometimes we choose some really hard lessons in life, and I hate to say it, but they can make us stronger. But with you're relearning how to love yourself. You're relearning to step into your inner leadership role, helping others in their leadership. And man, you just have a lot coming towards you that is just happiness and growth. It's going to be hard at times. That's not going to go away, but you are releasing and you are awakening. And man, I do love this for you. I like this healing. I like this experience. And the very last card is all about harmony in the home and happiness. That is on its way. And just know that. Take a deep breath. You did it.
I'm glad about that, because yes, I survived. Like, I just saw some of my doctors, my specialists, and like, I'm a miracle. So I'm very grateful. Like I said, every morning I wake up.
Mm-hmm. It was so nice talking to you, Marcel.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for the Psychic Psych with Jax Potter. Jax Potter. Live from the psychicsite.com.au.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is the Psychic Site
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Welcome to the Psychic Psych Show. I'm Jax Potter, and I am a psychic medium and a trauma therapist. I work with people all over the world to understand their spirit team, to understand themselves, to understand their journey, and to get clarity, and also to feel empowered and brilliant within themselves. So today we're going to take some callers. Before I take some callers, I want to talk a little bit about, let me see where I'm guided. I want to talk about the importance of gratitude. And I know everyone talks about gratitude all of the time, but I want to talk about the importance of truly feeling grateful for the tiny, small things. Because sometimes we sit in gratitude when things are brilliant, but we forget to hold gratitude for the fact that it's changing. It's not as bad as what it was. Gratitude doesn't mean that you need to be in love, light, peace, false positivity, everything's great all the time, because that defies what we are here for. We are not here to bypass all of the hurt and all of the hard stuff. But gratitude may some days even just be, I'm here. And it's a little bit better than what it was yesterday. Or I get to drink my favorite coffee. Or I get to experience changes and I know that changes are coming. So if you've been stuck in a bit of a loop where you're struggling to move out of where you are or just not feeling great with where you are, try some strategies around microdosing gratitude, just the small things, not needing to be positive and sunshiny and brilliant about all of it, but just finding the great things and finding the blessings in those great things. Okay, so before I take some calls, we're going to do some cards. Okay, we're going to pull a card, see where we're at, and then I'm going to take a beautiful caller who I can already feel is ready for some big changes. Shine your light. Thank you for helping me share my light with the world. Okay, so this is also really important to do with the gratitude. If you are struggling to show up for yourself or for others in the way that you want to, with the lightness that you feel, maybe you've been feeling really heavy, gratitude will help you shift into shining your light, feeling your own light, because sometimes that's so important, and showing up for other people. Okay. Hillary, good morning, although good evening where you are.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Do you have a question, my love?
Yes, I'd like to know more about my veil. I was told I was born with a veil.
With what, sorry?
Born with a veil.
A veil?
Yes. It was a rare birth. My mom had me naturally, but I was told by my grandparents I was born with a veil.
Okay. I'm pausing because I'm checking in. So I'm being told that you are already connected to your spirit team and you get messaging. Tell me how you receive your own messaging before I move into what I'm getting.
Well, it's random. Sometimes I'll drive down the road and before I pass the cemetery, a name will come in my head, and every time I've stopped, there's something significant at the headstone, or there's flowers knocked over, or something that makes me think that this is exactly why I need to be here. I've been out in public, gone to Walmart or something, and started a conversation with a stranger, but I feel like I have to ask them questions before I leave, and I've tried to go away and not do it because sometimes I don't know how to approach somebody with that. But the feeling's so strong, it's like a knowing, like I know I need to talk with them, and then I ask them the question. It's always something that's very significant to them, something specific, not random stuff, but it's right, to the point of each individual. And I've been trying. It's not that I can control it. It's just it's like it happens. When it happens, I feel like I have to say something or stop or no matter what I'm doing. So
that makes absolute sense. Okay, so with your guidance for yourself, this is what they want to talk about, and to be able to push through the ceiling of that and to be able to tap into your own guidance even more. So there's protection around you. There has been protection around you up until this year, literally for your entire life up until this year, where they haven't wanted you to get too much of your own messaging for your own life and too much direct kind of, what's my guidance? How do I move forward here? What do I do? You get bits and pieces, but it hasn't been really detailed. And that's been protection because they've wanted you to live in the physical realm, is what they're saying, because you have the capacity to really connect in with the spirit realm and almost kind of spend most of your time there. If you really tapped into your psychic gifts, that you would kind of spend so much time in the spirit realm and getting messages, if you really tapped into it, that they really wanted you to spend your life up until now immersed in the humanness.
In the moment,
does that make
sense? In the moment, I need to live. That's what I've been kind of stuck on. But I can feel connection. I've seen signs of things. So just the other day, I got I saw what looked like my grandmother's face in the cloud, and then shortly after I got a good phone call that I'd been waiting for, that I got approved for something. So it was just little things, but I feel like there's something bigger for me, and I've had several near-death experiences, and I know, I just would like to know what they, what my spirit, what they would like me to know right now.
Perfect. Beautiful. I love that. But the one thing they wanted to clarify first was that you weren't meant to have too much insight in it, literally up until about the past 4 or 5 months, because they wanted you just to have all these human experiences that you've had. You really chose to have a very human experience to learn all of the things that we learn when we're having the human experience. But the last 4 or 5 months, there's been a shift with you where you're connected more in the spirit realm. Things are becoming clearer for other people and for yourself. So what's coming up for you over the next 9 months? So what are we now? October. So through to the middle of next year, between now and through till about June next year, you're up leveling your psychic gifts, but also you have 2 people coming in to support you, physical people, not just your spirit team, but people in your world coming in to support you with making the moves that you want to make. So what do they mean by making the moves? Because is it a literal move, or is it a move to start showing more of your...
My daughter just moved out. We kind of had a falling out, but she moved, and I'm unable to move. She went back to Florida, and I'm in Georgia with my husband. She was fully disabled, so I'm not able to move. And if things were different, I might. We had just moved up here about 4 years ago, and I do like the place, but I have more of a support system in Florida. But I also I've been moving here, like moving things. I've got horses and things that I've been trying to move around to make work for the property that we have.
Got it. That's the moves they're talking about, because they're talking about making the moves. So you've got 2 people coming in to help you make those moves, whether it's making more of the property and also supporting your husband as well. You've got people coming in to help make the moves that make your life more simplified, is the word that I'm using, because lately it's been, even when you're trying to simplify, even when you're trying to find more peace, do things, it just hasn't been working in the way that you want to. But that's shifting over the next 9 months, and you've got support coming in with that, which you really, really deserve. I know it's been really hard, especially the last year or so. It's really hard. Like, it's stuff that we haven't even spoken. There's been so much push and pull for people in your world, so much uncertainty. You haven't had clarity. People.
Very well put. It's a mess. It's organized chaos.
Yeah, that's how it feels. Because when you feel like you're headed, you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing now. It's kind of the rug gets pulled out from beneath you, and you're like, okay, I guess that's not what we're doing.
That's exactly. Yeah. I was really happy about phone call, and all of a sudden it was more stuff going on wrong. But it just seems like I can't. I almost felt like I couldn't make anybody happy, but I know that's not the case. And I know my husband's got dementia. My daughter's teenager who's rebelling, and I've tried to make peace with it, and it's been a little hard because my family is what I care about. I would get rid of everything here for my family and just have them together.
Yeah, you're doing a beautiful job with that. Your team just want to make a point that although it's been like organized chaos, it's not to upset you. It's not to make life hard. It's just to kind of move things out of the way so that these 2 new people can come in and give you more support, so that things get a bit easier with your hubby. Your daughter will be okay. Just give her some time. She just needs to kind of establish her own footing and figure herself out there. She will be okay. But your focus really, I know family is important to you, and that's so, so important, but your focus really needs to be on yourself. And this is uncomfortable for you. It's always been uncomfortable for you to put the focus on yourself. You've always prioritized everyone else's needs. You've always made everything okay for everyone. And the reason it's felt really, there's so much upheaval in the past 12 months and so much has changed they're trying to get you to prioritize yourself instead of everyone else. You can still love really hard on your family and really have time and effort and patience for everyone else, but
that definitely hits the nail on the head, because I was so used to taking care of my daughter for 18 years, and my husband for the past 6 or 7. It's been I didn't know what to do when she left. It was like I don't know what I'm supposed to do, because I'm normally doing things with her and not. I've had some health issues, some pretty concerning health issues, and had to have a full hysterectomy, and I haven't taken the time for myself to properly get over everything and give my body a chance to recover, because I really don't have a lot of time with a ranch. We have a ranch here and my husband, but I'm trying to make the time for it, because I know I need it mentally and physically.
I was about to say mentally, physically, and spiritually as well. So tapping into your spiritual practices is a big part of this. You've really realized the mental break that you need. You've really realized, oh, physically I'm not doing so great, so I have to prioritize my health a little bit. But the spiritual stuff will support you as well. So tapping into your spiritual practices. The physical stuff, I know you're busy. Like I can feel how much there's always kind of a pull in a different direction. It's not as though you go by with any day where you just have one day off. Like it just doesn't happen in your world. There's always something to be.
Right.
So that's what they're showing. It's not as though you go, oh, a day off, great. I'll watch 8 hours of Netflix. It just doesn't happen.
I wouldn't know what to do with a day off.
I know.
I just stay so busy.
Yeah,
it's always something, and
it
would be much needed. But then again, like I said, I don't even know what I would do with it. I do take time. I do take time.
Yeah. It's okay that it's busy, because in some ways it's a fulfilling, nourishing busy, the ranch and hubby and all of that. But it's just, there needs to be more balance in this. So what they're saying is, instead of, you do a bit of, I'll wait till I've got time. I'll wait till I've got time then I can take care of myself, or then I can do my spiritual practices, or then I can sit and chat with a friend. And you're never going to have the time if you're waiting for the time. So they're saying you have to create this, even if you get up 5 minutes earlier and do a little meditation, or lie down for 10 minutes here and there where you can. They're really showing me you elevating your feet. You need to elevate your feet. Like you get so much pressure in your feet and your ankles. Like the lower half of your body is holding a lot of energy, stagnant energy and pain and inflammation. So you need to be elevating your feet. Put your feet up on cushions where you can. But don't try and wait until you've got lots of time, because that just won't happen. So it's 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. Just finding that little bit more balance is going to support you. Over the next 9 months, you've got lots and lots more help and support coming in the day-to-day things, which I'm so pleased about. With your health issues, can you please make sure that you're spending time elevating your feet, but also notice what liquids in particular that you put into your body, whether they're helping you or not. So do you drink sodas, or do you drink things that don't feel good to you? I'm trying to understand what the liquids is about.
I do drink soda, and I've been trying to drink. I've been trying to drink more stuff with electrolytes and cranberry juice. Things I've been trying to make my fridge to where I've got different options, because I'm always going for soda, and I know it's not good for me. It's terrible. So
not helping you.
Yeah.
Same. I'm the same thing, and a lot of
I have been trying to take. I've been taking at least a little bit of time in the evenings to ride my horse and watch the sunset, and that's been my peace. So that's
beautiful.
I'm trying to make the time. I am making the time, because I've been staying consistent with it. But every night I've been on there, it's been absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. And I've had a lot of pictures, and that's what I enjoy doing.
I'm so glad that you're doing that. You definitely need time with your feet up, time on your horse. Please cut the sodas out. I know, as someone who loves them as well, that's hard, but then they're actually really impacting your body a lot more than what you realize. Like, it's literally your team showing me liquids are not helping. These liquids are not helping you. So just find substitutes. It's not that you can't have anything, but just don't go for the sugary sodas. Just find the things that help you.
That's what I've been trying to do, is make other options available, so I don't go to it. So I've got something else to go to, because it's
you've got a little treat
fridge I can grab and go, and that's what I do.
Perfect. Just find the thing that feels good without having all of the sugar. The other thing that they're just asking you to do is get things out of your head and onto paper. You don't need to do a whole big full journaling all the time, but even if it's you just write little notes.
That's so crazy you said that, because it's the first time I've sat with a piece of paper on my lap and I've got things written down on it. And it looks like things that don't make sense, but everything that I wrote down on there is something that you spoke about. So just right down to I do tend to, I occasionally will pick up paper and write, and I guess I need to be doing that more. This makes full sense to me now.
Yeah, perfect. Pay attention to that, because that's your spirit guidance coming in. That's the support that they're trying to give you from the spirit realm. So definitely pay attention when you feel that you need to write something.
Okay. All right.
I love it. It is getting easier. You will always be busy, but it's getting easier, and you've got support coming in.
It is, and that was part of the good news I got the other morning, is that I've got some help. I've got some help now through the VA, so that's great news. I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah, absolutely, and it will be great, and they'll enjoy helping you as well.
Great, that's awesome news. Thank you.
Have a beautiful evening.
You too. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Welcome. Do you have a question, lovely?
I was just wondering what you pick up for me, as far as I feel like I turned 40 this year. I feel like I am changing, like spiritually, mentally, my thought process. And I'm having a hard time going through those changes, let alone doing it alone, because I haven't found a life partner yet. So I'm just kind of wondering what you're picking up on any of that.
Okay, I'm so happy. As soon as I read your name, I was super, super excited to talk to you, because your 40s are going to blow you away a little bit. I'm just going to channel exactly what's coming through, because there's actually lots of different things coming through for you. So I'm just going to say it as it's coming through. And as soon as I started speaking to you, I felt really, I softened, and I felt really mushy and really gooey. You've got a beautiful partner coming in. So we're going to talk about the partner. First, I just want to talk about the shifts that are happening for you over the rest of this year and into next year. The reason it feels so difficult, and I'm sorry it feels hard, but it's like the way they're showing me, it's like the breakdown before the breakthrough. So you're going through the hard bit in order to get to the whole life-changing bit. That's why you said it feels so different, because it is completely different. Life is not going to look the same for you in your 40s at all, which I'm so, so thrilled for you. They're showing me my experience. So I flipped my life around at 41. Everything just kind of felt like it was falling apart at the time, and my whole life changed. And I'm now here at 46 in this whole new life where it's incredible and fulfilling, and I have great love and all of the beautiful stuff. But it was definitely not easy in that first bit, and they're showing me you're in that sort of that bit where you're transitioning, but you haven't stepped into the good stuff yet. So your clarity is different now. And what they mean by that is you're seeing other people in your world, whether it's friendships or colleagues or friends, partners, whoever it is, you're seeing them differently. You're kind of looking at people and going, I didn't notice that about you before, but I'm really noticing it now, whether it's good or bad. So in some situations, like I see that this is not great, and I see that I don't like your behavior here. In some situations, you're like, oh, I hadn't recognized how much you're struggling over here, and I want to be able to support you. So they're saying your clarity is much stronger lately, and that that clarity is you connecting in with that intuitive knowing that you have. You've always known that your intuition is strong, but now it's like, oh, you are seeing people, you're seeing through the fog. And it's even down to, if someone introduced you to a group of people and everyone was saying, oh, we really like this person, and you're immediately like, I don't trust them, I can see through it. So that's getting stronger and stronger for you. The reason you've noticed that's happening is because one, you've got this beautiful partner coming in who's going to support you. But the other part of it is that you are getting more discerning with your boundaries and the people that you have in your world. So you have soul family coming in. This is not just people who you kind of get on well with and they're in your life for a little bit and they move on, because I know you've experienced that in the past where people have maybe come in for a little bit and then they've moved on. You have soul connections coming in where these people are really a huge part of your life. They understand you, you understand them, they help you elevate, they help create a life that is really, really beautiful for you. You have those soul connections coming in next year. And so that's why your discernment's gotten stronger, and that's why you've gotten more clarity over things that you didn't have clarity over previously. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, beautiful. The other part of what's going on for you at the moment, it's like you are feeling differently about yourself. So tell me how you feel differently. They're saying even from 3 months ago. So tell me how you feel differently about yourself compared to 3 months ago.
Oh gosh, yeah, I feel like I'm stronger mentally and I have more ambition and I want to start doing stuff for myself instead of doing stuff for others. Because my whole life it's been about others and taking care of others. So, yeah.
It has. It really has, to the point where it's burnt you out. Yeah, to the point where it's burnt you out. So you've had relationships that have burnt you, but you've also had this repeated pattern in life of overextend, take care of others, do what other people need. Now I'm burnt out. I don't feel well. I feel sad. I feel exhausted. Then you've healed that. You've picked yourself up. You've done the same thing. Then people have hurt you, or that they've just not given you enough energy or time or consideration. Then you're burnt out again. And then that pattern keeps repeating. So that's why you're in this kind of murky space at the moment where you're not quite in the new life, because they wanted you to break that pattern. They wanted you to set really strong, firm boundaries. They wanted you to say no to the people who are draining your energy. This is also why your partner's coming in and why the soul connections are now coming in, because you're at their energetic frequency now that you can meet them and match them.
Makes sense.
Yeah. The overgiving, they've gone so gentle and sweet with this. The overgiving was never your fault. It wasn't something that you did that was a bad thing. It's a really, really beautiful trait of yours that you give and you're generous with other people. It's just that what's happened is that the wrong people, your energy was given to the wrong people. And that's what happens with people when someone's really empathetic and really generous and kind, is that people who aren't strong enough and sovereign enough in their own energy will take advantage of your kindness and your energy. And that's what's happened. That wasn't your fault. They just want to be so clear on that. It's just that people were drawn to you because you're really magnetic, you're really kind, you have this beautiful wisdom, and people were drawn to that. But unfortunately, those same people have burnt you out and hurt you along the way.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The soul connections you have coming in are completely different to this. They are genuine, they are honest, they are ready to pour their attention and time into you. They take care of you. Not only that, you've got people coming into your life who will, they're showing me sometimes it's almost, you're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed by how amazing your life is, especially from next year onwards. There's going to be moments, they're showing me moments, you're just suddenly sitting down and just going, is this real? Is this real? Did they actually just tell me that they were going to go do that for me? Am I really going on this crazy adventure that I never thought that I was going to ever go on? Like they're showing me you traveling and going on adventures that you've thought about it and, oh, that seems nice, one day, maybe not. They're just going to start coming in like that. Where you're like, are you really? I'm going on that adventure in a week's time. I'm doing this in 2 weeks' time. How is this all happening? And it's almost overwhelming, but overwhelming in a really beautiful, I'm so grateful. I can't believe this is my life. With your soul partner coming in, because it is a soul connection, with your soul partner coming in, they're asking me to ask you what your number one criteria is. What's the thing that's most important to you?
I want a friend first. I want someone to be my closest friend that's got my back, will support me and my son, and who can be another parent or a good role model for my son, who wants to work as a team with.
Beautiful. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what will happen. The friendship's so strong and so secure that it makes it easier for you to love in a way that you haven't loved before. You are someone who is super loving and generous and kind with your time, but, and I say this with respect, there's always been a little bit of guardedness on your part before, and that's just come from previous experiences and just the life that you've experienced. Your life has not been rainbows and sunshine, and it hasn't been filled with ease and love. So I understand why there's been a little bit of guardedness there. It's not that you're guarded to a partner, but there's always just this sense of, okay, we'll just see where this goes and will this last and all that sort of thing. This feels completely different because the friendship is priority. You will notice that it's way easier for you to fall in love. It's way easier for you to, I'm getting a little bit croaky as I talk because it's not always been easy for you to say how you're feeling previously. The way they're showing me is like you'll kind of do a little bit of, yes, I love you too. Yeah, but you've never really had those big, deep conversations of this is why I feel like this, and oh my gosh, you make me feel this way. And it's going to be such a blessing to have that partner who really is a partner. It's kind of like the two of you. So the way they're showing me is two bubbles. So it's the two of you in your bubble against the world in the most beautiful way. Like we've got each other, we protect each other, we are partners in this. And then the other bubble is your partner, you and your son, and you're in a little bubble together. And that's amazing for you guys as well. You really deserve this. They're not giving me timeframes on this, but it's not that far away. What they are asking is spend the time at the moment really doing what you've been doing for the past few months, is loving hard on yourself, being proud of yourself, finding all the things that are amazing about you, because your partner's going to come in and see them immediately. You really deserve this.
I can't wait. I feel like I've been waiting.
It's really, really time. And you'll know that when the partner comes in, because you've waited a long time. You've done a lot of your own healing work. You've been through a lot of stuff. It's really time now, and you're very deserving.
Thank you.
Just love hard on yourself at the moment, and you'll see it all coming soon. It's beautiful.
Okay, I will do that.
Take care.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, so much. What a beautiful show. I am available everywhere, all over the internet. You can book with me worldwide. We do one-on-one sessions. I also do psychic mentoring and coaching. So it's Jax Potter, the Psychic Psych, wherever it feels good to you. Jump on my socials and find me. And I will see you next week. We'll do the same thing.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Tales from the Other Side with Chris Clardy. Live from TerrellAndLenormandbyChris.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Tales from the Other Side
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tales from the Other Side with Chris Clardy. I'm glad you are able to join me this evening, and hope everybody's enjoying this beautiful weather if you're in the northeastern part of the United States. I just thought I'd bring up a couple of little things, tips for you this evening with the holiday season coming up, to make sure that you are careful about feeding your pets treats that they shouldn't have. A couple things to be mindful of are chocolate, raisins, those delectable little trimmings from dinner. Those can be a little bit upsetting, and some of them are toxic to your pets. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you. To help avoid some of those tummy upsets. So I wanted to also let you all know I have some fun things that are coming up over the next week or so. I have my regular weekly development circle, bi-monthly development circle coming up on Wednesday, which is the 15th. And that's here in Northeast Ohio at Illuminate in Painesville, and that starts at 6:30. So if any of you folks in the local area are looking to develop your psychic and mediumship abilities, come and join me. That's at Illuminate in Painesville, Ohio. And it looks like I have somebody ready. Hi, Karen in Stockton, California. What can I do for you?
I was calling in about a pet reading.
Yeah. Is this for a pet that is crossed over, or is this a pet that you have with you currently?
Pet. It's a pet that I have now.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me your pet's name?
Baby.
Baby? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you having something specific go on with Baby that you're looking for some information about, or are you just trying to get a general idea of the overall attitude and well-being?
Yeah, just trying to get an idea.
Okay. So let me tap into some energy here. So Baby feels like a very lovable, sweet little soul, and also feels like this is your constant companion that is around, that likes to stay with you all the time, is almost kind of inseparable from you. And
exactly,
I'm feeling like Baby likes to go out, like if you are happening to go for like a little car ride or something, that Baby likes to go with you and is very involved in letting you know exactly her likes and dislikes.
Oh yeah.
She is feeling very very upbeat and happy. I feel like she is missing. I'm not sure if you have somebody that is is not currently in your household as much as they used to be, or somebody who used to come over and visit quite a bit that hasn't been able to stop by in a while, but baby would like to see them. Hopefully that makes some sense to you.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna do a little feel on their energy as far as health goes with them. And please keep in mind that I am not a vet, I'm not an RVT, and I cannot diagnose health conditions, but I'm feeling that baby has a slightly sensitive stomach. And there are things, some human foods tend to bother her stomach a little bit. So watch on human foods, and try to stick
Yeah, I don't give her any human food at all.
Okay, good. I'm feeling like there's things that are that would definitely bother her. And I'm also feeling like there might be a slight allergy to some of the regular dog food that she does eat. I'm feeling like okay. I'm feeling like this could be a little bit of I feel like she definitely has a gluten allergy. And so if you're feeding her anything with any gluten kind of in the diet, you've got to watch that. But I'm also sensing that she could potentially have a little bit of a digestive issue with chicken. So if things...
She does not like chicken whatsoever. She hates chicken.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
She knows what's good for her. That's great. I also feel like she could use a dental checkup. I'm feeling something going on in her mouth that needs a little bit of attendance. I don't think this is something that's critical right now, but this is something you're going to, next time you go to the vet, just make sure to have that mouth checked out.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm feeling like she's pretty healthy and happy. And I'm also feeling like she's middle-ish age, and I'm not detecting a lot of joint stiffness, but I am detecting that as she ages, that right back patella region is sensitive to some arthritis. So to watch that back leg.
Okay.
And possibly start her on some joint supplements. Treat-based ones are okay now. And as she gets a little bit older, you're going to want to bump up the intensity of that to, getting some kind of targeted joint supplement for her. And again, watch the ingredients on that, because I am a lot of those are have chicken flavoring and chicken base. So the beef will be better for her than anything with kind of any poultry in it.
You really think she's a person, and she's got attitude at times. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, she's definitely got a very large personality. She's large and in charge for, and I'm sensing she is a small dog. She's not a big dog, but she thinks she's a lot bigger than she is. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's a cat.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing you're going to want to keep up on her with as well is the water consumption. Is she's not drinking quite as much as she needs to be drinking. So keep up on that. And that's really all I'm sensing health wise. She feels like she's pretty darn healthy, which is awesome. And she absolutely loves to curl up next to your leg and sit in the chair with you. And it's like this wedging feeling between the arm of the chair and your body. That's like her safety spot for you. She loves you so much, and she loves the life that you have given her. You've given her a really amazing life, and you give her a lot of positive things, not just love, but her house is a good place too. She's got a lot of entertaining things. She can see out of the windows well, and she likes to watch the birds and the traffic go out. I'm seeing kind of a larger window that she likes to peer out and watch everything from outside.
Yeah, it's in my living room. She sits on the living room's windowsill, and she sits there and watches everything going on.
Yeah, that's her favorite pastime, other than hanging out with you. You are definitely her world, and she just loves you to pieces. But yeah, whoever this is, have them stop by and see her. She's just wondering where they've been. That's
I think it's an ex-boyfriend, really.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how you feel about
He's
having
not going to come back around.
Just explain it to her. She'll understand. She'll understand that.
Okay, great.
That's not a good thing. Do you have any more questions about her?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you for letting me connect with her. She's such a sweet, amazing energy.
Thank you. You have a nice night.
You too. Well, that was a great little kitty to have a chat with. Well, thank you all for joining, and I have a couple of more things that are coming up this week. This weekend I'll be in Pennsylvania, in Elwood, Pennsylvania, at Mystic Angels Reiki, offering readings. And I will also be on joining my friends at the Goddess Elite on Tuesday nights. They have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, so look up goddesselite.com or the Goddess Elite on Facebook, and I will be chatting about animals with their Healer's Corner. So hopefully you all can join me there. You can also visit my website at Tarot and Lenormand by Chris. I have all of my events listed on that page of what I'm doing and where I'm at for the month of October. And I hope we'll see you there. And thank you so much for joining me this evening. And if you would like to contact me for a reading, you can either go to my website, you can contact me at mediumchrisclardy.com, and you can also email me if you would like and send me a photo of your pet, and next Thursday or a Thursday evening on down the road, I would be happy to feature your pet for a reading on the show that evening. So again, that's mediumchrisclardy@gmail.com, and just send me a pet photo and your pet's name. Thank you so much, and thanks for joining us tonight.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Soul Seed, Divine Guidance and Spiritual Mediumship with Lisa Thurgate Marks. Lisa Thurgate Marks. Live from LisaThurgateMarks.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites
ask1radio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Soul Seed, Divine Guidance and Spiritual Mediumship
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, and how is everyone going today? I feel the energy has really shifted since we've had the full moon coming through to all of us in Aries. It was the harvest moon here in Australia, and knowing over in the northern hemisphere, it's about the planting. But the energy for all of us, I feel, has really shifted, and it's bringing back balance and equilibrium to our hearts and to our souls, and connecting back in, because eclipse season is over. We've done our work, and now it's time to really put some action steps in. Come in, check in with yourself and ask, what is it you need to improve on? Well, it's standing in your power, bringing some more balance within your life, whether it be self-love, self-worth, understanding your triggers. This is a time now to really go in, have a look, and make the changes, because we've got 3 months now until we come in to 2026. And so this is all about putting plans and actions into place and shifting your energy up and owning who you are, getting your self-worth back, standing in your power and loving yourself. And so with that, I've actually got a caller coming in today. So I'd just like to say hi and a very warm welcome. Thank you for entrusting in you, Shauna, to give you a precise, accurate reading today.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. And yourself?
I've seen better.
You've been
making
better?
it.
Sometimes, yes, we fake it till we make it, don't we? And were you after some guidance today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a particular question in mind, or would we just like to see what's going on for you?
Just to see what's going on.
Yep. As I feel into your energy and I connect through to spirit, I do actually believe that you are gathering yourself, your self-being, and it's about really coming back into the now with you, letting go. I feel that there's still a lot of shedding to be done for you, and I keep coming in around my heart. And if you can actually sit still and listen to your heart, feel your intuition, you will know that you're actually in the right place right now. I know things aren't feeling the best for you, but things have actually been, I'm getting the word learning curve for you. So taking all these lessons in, I do feel that there's a letting go coming through on the female side. So it's about release for you still. Once you can let go of the energy that is pulling you down, and I do have to say, lifting your own spirits up as well. So I'm a bit like a seesaw and going, no, I stand my ground and stand in your power. This is about you really taking control and standing in your power and knowing your worth and who you are and what you came here to do, because your life is for living, and Spirit's telling me to tell you, go live it, start living it. And as I see that, I keep moving forward quite quickly. They're saying, okay, take a stance. So for you, take a stand and own you, own yourself, believe in yourself, because things are about to change. And as they do change, there's a lot of movement for you. I actually have a male coming down from Spirit, and he's looking over you. I feel that he's really protecting around he's forming a quite a protective barrier around you. at the moment. So know that he is there for you. Sorry?
I think it's my brother.
It could be your brother. Yes, your brother. So know that he's there for you, and that love, that self-worth. He's showing me your life is for living, so that will make sense because he does want you to live your life and live it true to who you are, not what somebody else wants you to do. To me, he's actually, I've got a very peaceful energy around him, but something around his throat. Does that make sense to you? Because now I'm losing my voice as I channel it through. But he's telling me it's about time that you stood up for you and channeled you, because he's really protecting you and he's loving you. Does that make sense to you? Sorry that sometimes I channel, I take on the energy.
Yeah, it does.
What went on with his throat or your throat? What's going on here? Why did that? It came in quite quickly to me.
He was a smoker. He passed away of OD.
Sorry?
He passed away from an OD. He OD'd.
He OD'd, and so that could be one from the smoking, but two, it could have been because hear how my voice shut down. It was quick. I came back out of it very quickly. So even though that he OD'd, the feeling and what he showed me is he didn't suffer. Because see how quick that was?
Yeah.
When I lost my voice, I could felt the constriction to my throat. Yeah, so he wants you to know that he's in a happy place and he can still see you in the flesh. Obviously, he isn't here, but in spirit, he's definitely around you. He took his course of life, but he wants you to take your course. That's probably why you're the only navigator of your own life. Only you can do for you. It's not about blame either, because you could never have helped him. He loved what he used to do. And he still does. He's quite out there. And not just because he's out in spirit, but his personality, he's showing me he used to love very vibrant colours. And I'm looking at like psychedelic colours, very brights. Does that make sense? Did he dance? Movement, bright colours. He's
very funny. He was very funny, very outgoing.
Very funny, very flamboyant.
Yeah.
That might be the way he's... because...
He never met a stranger.
Keep going.
Never.
Yeah. No, because he's showing me these very brights, and so that might be his way of showing me he was very flamboyant. He was very out there. You were a very good sister to him, although you did have your arguments. He's saying you were very good, but you always knew your worth and you stood up for yourself. I love that. He's being very honest. Is there anything you'd like to say to him or ask him?
That I love him. I'm sorry.
And you know, no. There's no sorry. It's telling me there's no sorry and there's no blaming, and how much he loves you. Did you hear how he said before there was no blaming? Sometimes when we come in, we've already mapped out how we're leaving, and we have lots of lessons, our life to learn, but we know how we're coming into this life. And we know our journey, and his soul journey was his and yours is yours. But if you can lift your spirits right up and feel all the good times, be the flamboyant, bring out the flamboyant in him, embody him, and that way his energy can come down to you. You can meet him up. And so it's like looking at the horizon. You'll be able to feel him because you're on that same level of happiness, because there's no use feeling down, because when you're right down, it's hard for him to get down to beyond the veil to talk to you, to come down into more of this earth space. So if you can think all the good and fun things and say, hey, let's go, and we're going here, we're doing this, or even when you're eating, whatever you're doing, invite him in because you have free will and he's always there. He's actually what I'd call a chatterbox. So talk to him. Notice exactly. And notice the signs that he is around. Have you ever had, or do you have a bird bath by any chance? Or a bird's
Wow.
bathing around you? Maybe get a bird bath
Wow,
then, because he's showing you the birds playing in the
I was
bath.
just painting a birdhouse.
Oh, there you go. So see
Wow.
how he's watching you? Yeah. So know that he's always around you. And myself being a medium, because that is my strength, is connecting with past loved ones as well as energy here too. It's like, to me, they've never actually gone. They're still here. And so if you can take that on board and know that your brother is always in your heart of hearts and energy-wise is always around you, and see how he's given that validation that he is watching over you with the birds. And all our loved ones do. And I just want to give you so much love from your dear brother and your family in the heavens as well. And everyone, know that your loved ones too are around you. They're always very close to you. If you would like to connect with any of your loved ones, you know you can reach me through my website. Sending so much love. Love to you all, and thank you, Shauna. Bye-bye.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Understanding Spirit with Mary Shapano. Live from MaryVCircles.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites.
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Understanding Spirit
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Understanding Spirit. I will apologize in advance if I start coughing, blowing my nose. I've got a cold, so I'm struggling a little bit at the moment. So we'll see if we can get through this show without any spluttering. Now, I hope you're all doing really well. We're going to go into the 3-card pull and just take a moment to see if you get drawn to card 1, 2, or 3. Remember, it's a collective reading, so take it as it resonates. It may be most likely for you, but sometimes the message could apply to somebody else. So in that case, please pass it on. Now, if you have tuned into card 1, it's this one here, Wisdom of the Magi, and it's got written here, mental clarity. Look, what I'm seeing is I'm just seeing like a crystal ball and it's spinning around, and it's like, you know, I'm getting told, trust whatever visions you have for your future. I'm being told, shift your perspective, and it's like you need to realign yourself as well. You may be facing some challenges, or you will in the future. You may need to face these challenges and get assistance from somebody else. So if it's work, it might require some teamwork. But it's like, don't lose sight of what you know that you can do. Okay, just stay focused and just trust yourself. Okay, if you have tuned into card 2, it's this one, it's your eternal spirit. And it says here, higher self, sacred intuition. With this card, I feel like I need to say to you that, you know, we go through cycles and we go through seasons in our life. And I'm being told those cycles where you don't feel strong are actually your strength. They're not your weakness. It's where you're growing. So if you are struggling at the moment or have been in the past, just know it's not because you're lacking. It's because, you know, I always say we never get more than what we can deal with, even if it does feel terrible at the time. I am being told to say to you to just stay dedicated to your goals. You will reap the rewards of your efforts. And I also feel like you need to get some healing. You need to release some old patterns and old beliefs. So whatever hasn't served you in the past that has made you struggle, sort of like let them go and just, you know, create a new mindset now for yourself, because I'm being shown and told new thought patterns. Okay. If you have gone to card 3, it's this one, letting go of urgency. It's got here, surrender, freedom from time restraints. With this, I feel like, you know, I'm seeing, like, it's like I'm seeing, this card's got a lot of clocks on it, you know, but I can see it like a compass, and I feel like you got to find your true north. You got to find your path, and, you know, what is your strength, what you're good at. I feel like also there's stress, you know, around you that you need to let go. It's spirit like cleanse and detoxify, you know, and also from unnecessary things. Let go of things that you don't need to do, or people you don't need to be around. Also, I'm getting to that you might need to practice some self sort of like reflection to look back on situations or your life, and just gain some self-discovery, self-awareness. There's growth in that, you know, for you, but there is certainly a time for letting go as well. Okay, now I have Victoria on the line. Hello, Victoria.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How can I help you today?
I just wanted to read them.
Yeah, just whatever spirit have to give you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we got here for you. Okay, so I'm shuffling my cards here, Victoria. I do feel some like anxiety around you, and I do feel like there is you've had to move on, or you need to move on from situations. I also feel like there is a sense of I don't know if abandonment is the correct word, but I do see you feeling like kind of left out in a sense, like your opinion's not heard, just sort of like things like that. I do feel like this is a time now for you to move on from all of that. And also that you need to it's a time to find some peaceful resolutions with any problems, whether it's people or whatever in your life. I also see that this is a time now for new beginnings for you, and also it's time to have, you know, like big changes with the way that you see things. It's like your mental activity sort of like has to change to gain new opportunities. I feel like you haven't always trusted your intuition, and you've held yourself back in a state of mental health where you feel like you're lacking, but you're not really lacking. Does that any of that make sense for you?
It does. I actually take meds for my mental issues, and it makes me not go around people and really be around people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel, Victoria, this is a time now for you to start changing the way you think. Spirit is saying to me, your intuition, you have it in spades, but your mind is controlling everything, and you're not allowing yourself. It's like there's a little battle between your intuition and what's going on in your head, the overthinking, and you're not allowing yourself to, it's kind of controlling everything, and it's not allowing you to be who you need to be and to have the life you're meant to have. I'm seeing like the Star card. If you know the Rider-Waite deck at all, it's the Star card, and the Star card is definitely a card of hope and inspiration for you. And it's a great card because it is also a sign of like renewal, right, and a rebirth. I do feel like you've got to start again with yourself, all right? It is the time now to start thinking about what you want to do in your life. Spirit is showing me you need to write it down. Start with the simple things, and start to work on those and push through that feeling where you're holding yourself back. All right. I also feel like you need to come against this mental health issue that is going on with you that is stopping you from moving forward. And I feel like you've got to rebuke it and you've got to not take ownership of it, right? And you say, whenever anything comes up in your mind that is negative or is holding you back, you can't rise up against it. And you say, I do not accept that in my life. All right, I have a higher purpose and I will move forward with my life's purpose. Keep rebuking it and pushing it out of your mind until your mind starts to transform to a different way of thinking. Now, I'm not saying this is going to change in a day, a week, a month, a year. It could take a while. You know, we develop these habits of how we think and how we process things in our life, and it can be very difficult to change. Okay, but if the Spirit is saying if you keep with it, you know, you can shift this energy that is around you. Okay, I will also recommend to you that you get maybe some sage or some Palo Santo and you start using that around yourself and around your home. Do you feel any energy around your home?
I stay drained.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm literally okay till I get home, and then all of a sudden I get angry. Ain't nothing happened for me to get that angry or that upset, but yeah.
Yeah, you got to try to clear your space out, your home, all right, with some sage or some Palo Santo. Open your windows and start clearing out your space, all right? And because I do see that there is spirit that comes in. This is not any family or friends. This is not loved ones. This is just spirit that kind of come in and just try to affect you in a negative way. Okay, so start to do that. You need to get ready for new opportunities. Okay, I am seeing like some heartbreak and some loss for you in the future, but spirit are like, try to find a balance in your life, and because I'm seeing indecisions and delays. Okay, if you don't start doing what I'm saying, start to there will be more of the same, spirit are saying. All right, you've got to learn to start taking life the way it comes, like the positives and the negatives, because this is the case with all of us. But at the moment, what's happening with you is the negative is affecting you and the positive is not. Okay, are you of faith at all? Are you Christian at all?
I was in the church for a while. For years, I just haven't been, probably in like 5 years.
Yeah, because I feel like if you are of faith and you come from that background, I feel like for you, this is something that maybe you need to get back into, all right, and see if that helps, because I'm seeing you praying, I'm seeing you like singing worship songs, and I feel like that will help shift the energy. Also put them on in your home. If there's any negative spirit, they won't like it. All right, it will help to clean out the energy. Everything will turn out well for you. You will have choices in your life, but just stick with it and keep pushing forward with yourself, Victoria. All right, don't worry about anything. Just, it's time for you to fight for yourself right now. Okay.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Love Life with Katana Star. Katana Star. Live from katanastar.au.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Love Life
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hey everyone, welcome. You're watching Love Life. I'm Katie, aka Katana Star. Hope everyone's doing well and have a good weekend planned. I've got my children home on school holidays, so we're going to wing this today. I'm pretty sure they'll be okay. At the moment, they're entertained with their iPads and Roblox and Minecraft. So, yeah, we should be okay, hopefully. So I'm just going to shuffle my deck into a collective message. I'm cracking myself up here. My children are a little bit young to understand tarot, obviously, but I don't hide it from them what I do. They're fully aware that I read cards and do these sorts of readings and stuff, and they're just kind of, it's just normal to them. They don't see anything unusual about it. Having said that, they do go to a Catholic school though, so it makes me wonder sometimes what their teachers might think. But to me, it's all integrated and it's all part of the one love. So, yeah. Just part of it all, I guess. Here we go. Here's the collective message for today. Coming out. I'm feeling kind of a playful energy, actually. And here's the King of Pentacles. This is a great card for success when it comes to business-related decisions. And it's also a reflection of all the hard work you've put into something. So the King of Pentacles is a sign that it's all going to be worthwhile in the long run. In the card, it depicts an older man. Well, he's not always old, but mature, intellectually, and where he's at in a level of maturity, he's quite accomplished. So he's worked hard for everything that he has. He has made good decisions with money and accumulation. He's built his castle. He's sitting back, literally just enjoying everything that he's worked so hard for. He's very knowledgeable, and he's often quite warm and generous and inspiring with his ideas when it comes to business-related things, and also supporting family through business-related matters. Now, I have got Yolanda in West Palm Beach from Florida. Hey, how you doing, Yolanda?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. What can I do for you this evening?
I just thought I could get a reading, a message.
Absolutely. So just see what comes through?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Yolanda. I just pulled the King of Pentacles, and I am feeling quite a warm masculine energy already, just as I'm shuffling. Now, this could represent a male in your life who probably crossed, he might have been mid-40s onwards, and he's coming through. I'm feeling the energy of either a brother or a father here. You don't have to confirm, but just let me unpack. I've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Did somebody close to you, male, who I just sort of described, did he pass while he was at work or something like that?
Well, I did lose. I lost my father and my husband.
Right.
Different times,
okay.
But they're both gone.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm feeling the energy of one of them, I believe. And there's an acknowledgement here that they were perhaps on their way to work, or they were at work or something like that, because the Eight of Pentacles is here, and that's often an indication of people working on something. And I'm getting sort of a message of warmth, okay, to comfort you during times where you are upset and grieving and letting those emotions out. Continue to do so, because they're right there with you. They're just a hair's breadth away. And the Eight of Cups I see here as well, the emotional leave takings with something. It's been difficult for you moving on with your grief, and that's very normal. So don't feel that that's unusual at all. There's just an acknowledgement there that they're acknowledging that you're grieving and that it's difficult for you to move on. What else is happening here? Okay, here's the moon card. All right, the moon card's quite a beautiful energy in that it's a gentle reminder, Yolanda, to always trust your intuition and your feelings, because things might have been suppressed for you. And when things come to the surface, it can be a little bit confronting and sometimes scary as well, because they often say the hardest thing is to face things that we've, buried and suppressed, but often we've buried those things for a reason, as a means of self-preservation. The warm energy I'm getting, it's a little bit like a hug to let you know it's okay, and to just feel safe to release your emotions, okay, because you are so loved. There is so much love around you. I'm going to unpack this a little bit more. Okay, there's about to be a windfall, a change in your circumstances, Yolanda. Okay, now the wheel comes out always to remind you that sometimes things are not always in your control. Life is just a mixture of fate, choice, and sometimes a bit of luck. And when this card comes out upright, it normally acknowledges there's about to be a positive shift in your life. Quite a big shift, okay? Not just a subtle shift, quite a big life-changing shift, okay? So that could be, if it's in regards to money or career or something like that, there might be a new beginning there, or some kind of increase in financial accumulation, all right? If it's to do with relationships, it can mean progress and advancement, moving forward. And it's just a really good sign to basically say that, yeah, in this lovely journey of life that we're all going through, sometimes fate can come into play, and it's sort of rolling in your favour now. At this point, did you want to interrupt me to ask anything, or would you like me to just keep going?
Just keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. All right, sweetheart. I've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here. This would signify, I'm not so much feeling the energy anymore of a loved one. They kind of just pop in randomly with little bursts of energy as I'm reading, and then they kind of just, go off to wherever they're at. It's all good, trust me. But there was very much an acknowledgement there, and I'm not sure which person it was, but it was definitely a warm male energy, and you are surrounded by love. So just remember that, okay? That is the message that they wanted you to know, that it's okay. Keep healing, keep grieving, keep letting it out, and it's okay to heal, okay? Now, here we go. Moving forward, you have been working on something. The Seven of Pentacles is here to signify that seeds have been planted in a situation. It's just probably taking a little bit longer than what you had hoped for, because it is quite a slow-paced moving energy card, this one, but it's also a sign that when nurture and hard work goes into something, it always pays off and the benefits are coming. You're coming to an Eight of Swords moment here, Yolanda. I really feel that there's going to be a moment of enlightenment for you very soon, if not now. And this is going to start you on a brand new journey, okay? Remember how I was saying the wheel was here, where it's kind of fate sort of pushing you into a new beginning with something. And this is going to be a huge learning curve for you on an intellectual level, and it's going to be exciting and stimulating. There's going to be change coming, big changes coming. You're going to be learning. You are also going to be stimulated on an intellectual level. But the good thing about the Ace of Swords is too, being a sword, it's always a good sign that you're going to move forward with the confidence to communicate yourself. Perhaps in the past you've felt reserved about communicating assertively out of fear, maybe for offending or people or whatever, but I feel that that's about to change. I feel that you're going to start to really speak your truth now and be assertive, because we can speak our truths and be assertive without being rude. And that's where I feel you're going to start developing the confidence to really do that. Now, Yolanda, the High Priestess has come out for you, and she's a highly, highly psychic, intuitive, beautiful goddess energy. She is asking you that even though things might not be clear at the moment, not everything is clear on a surface level, because we're always living behind the veil in the realm that we live in. deep down, you already know, you're already connected to everything that is guiding you, your guides, your intuition, and your sole purpose here is kind of pulling you in that direction, and you kind of already know. And she's asking you to really listen to your gut feeling and listen to your intuition and tune into your intuition and trust your intuition, because you are, when she comes out, she's an indicator that you are a person's highly intuitive already, naturally. We all are, but sometimes it takes a little bit more effort for others. You're one of those ones that are highly intuitive. So she's here to acknowledge that. And also the Six of Cups, okay? Now, the Six of Cups is about fond, again, I'm picking up on the male energy here, fond memories from the past, okay? It can involve children, or it can involve memories from your own childhood. I'm getting the sense more this is you and your family, okay? It's a beautiful card. I'm not sure if you can see the image there, but it does signify good times with friendships, love, family, and remembering the good times. And that's the main message, again, that I'm getting for you, to remember those good times and allow yourself to heal and move forward, because life's so very short, and we've just got to make each day count. And I believe you might already have some ideas in place to do something, okay? The Two of Wands has just come out for you, Yolanda. Now, this is something that might be in the early stages that you're planning to do and that you've been thinking about for a while, okay? In the picture, it shows a woman gazing out the window, and she's holding a staff there. Sometimes it can require the participation of another person, so a partnership. It could involve anything. It could be a new business venture or traveling or something like that, to kind of, that's in the planning phases, and you're thinking about doing it, and you're just wondering whether or not to take up that partnership or the extra, because in the background she's got the extra staff there, okay? It's a gentle reminder that you can pursue anything. Yes, often it can require a partnership, or you can just choose to go alone on your own accord. It's just a reminder very much about feeling inspired to take action on something, and to remember, again, life's too short, and do these things that you have planned. And the King of Swords is here. All right, the King of Swords, he can represent he's another male, okay? Separate energy to the one that I got from a loved one crossed over. I believe this is a living influence in your life at the moment. Again, sort of mid-40s onwards, this guy. King of Swords is someone who's really, really great with practical planning and logical thinking, okay? I believe there will be a male influence in your life that's going to either inspire you or take up this partnership with you, all right, with the Two of Wands stuff. He communicates very clearly, articulately, and he thinks with his head. So he's a really good planner, and his advice is always worth listening to. Now, I've just been given the prompt. Sorry, Yolanda, I must get going, but I hope all that resonated for you and brings you some comfort as well.
Thank you.
Knowing that the male on the other side that came through very much loves you, and you are so very loved. All right, everybody else.
Thank you.
You can
Thank
feel
you
it. It's
so
warm.
much.
That's okay. It's a warm energy. It was literally an energetic hug that I felt for you. So thanks so much, everyone. I'll be back same time next week. Have a beautiful weekend.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for New York City Celebrity Psychic with Perry Lyons. Perry Lyons. Live from PerryLyons.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites.
Ask1Radio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is New York City Celebrity Psychic
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, my cherished ducklings. It is so good to see you. I have been, as you can tell from my voice, I was out for a couple of weeks. I went to New York City. Well, I go there a lot because I partially live there. And I went to St. Patrick's Cathedral on Fifth Avenue. And I saw a new mural, which is called What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. And it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And it's done by an artist named Adam Cvijanovich, Cvijanovic. And if you haven't heard of him before, you're going to be hearing a lot more of him now. You have to go see it. Also, he's my ex-husband, but that doesn't matter. We're still best friends. Anyway, I'm so happy to see you guys. And as you can tell, I'm still not quite over my pneumonia. Shouldn't have reminded myself. But if you've looked outside tonight, which I hope you have, or last night too, there is what's called a hunter's moon or harvest moon. Remember that song? Shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. You probably don't remember that song because it was written in 1899. But if you do, kudos to you and let me know what vitamins you're taking. Hold on a second. So it's also known as today is a super moon too, tonight. Which is just like a regular moon, except more expensive. As you might have noticed, my hairdresser and I had a little chat. And well, normally I have long blonde hair. You notice it's a little darker and a lot shorter because we talked and she decided that for, fall and winter, we'd go for a look that's, how can I put this? Oh, unpopular. No, kidding. It's a lot easier to take care of. And you are easy to take care of, which is why I'm here. By the way, I'm about to tell you what the harvest supermoon means, but I have to give credit where credit is due. I called my BFF, one of my darling BFFs, Elizabeth Grace, which is Elizabeth with an S. And you can find her at elizabethgrace.com. She's my external brain for all things astrology. I'm good, but she's best. And so the supermoon is in Aries. When the moon is in Aries, we're kind of lit up with a very I am energy, very individualistic, very proactive. However, because it's a full moon, it is the opposite of where the sun is, which is Libra. Sun, I can say it. I sound like a 12-year-old. His voice is breaking. 12-year-old boy. Okay, so the opposites, Libra and Aries, mean that it's a really interesting day to define yourself within relationship. So if you're in a relationship where you're getting a little too codependent, it's a good day to sort of redefine yourself. If you're in a relationship where you're not codependent enough, wait, that's not what I was trying to say. Anyway, it's a good day to sort of define your boundaries, but also honor your relationship. And also, Elizabeth says that it's a very chop wood and carry water kind of day, which means paying attention to the small, everyday details, doing them with love and attention will really pay off in a big way, especially if one of those details is to go buy a lottery ticket. But if you do, and you did it because you're watching this show, remember, friends share it with friends. Okay, so where are we? We're about to do the tarot psychic weather. Yay, thousands cheer. As we all know, it's just like regular weather, except less damaging to crops. And I'm going to choose, I already chose, I picked them as I was speaking, 3 cards, which are for the next week, today, for the next couple of days, and then like the weekend-ish, and then the next couple of days until it's Wednesday again, and we start all over again. Woohoo! In an existential wheel of creating and destroying. Okay, so the first part of the week today, I love this card. It is, whoops, can you see it? I just realized I'm in the sort of the blur thing here. I don't know how to get out of that. It's the Lover's card. I'll just tell you. The Lover's card is wonderful because obviously it means that if you're looking for a romantic prospect, there's probably one in sight. If you're looking to build a partnership of any kind, this is a good time to communicate with that person. I'm entering into a business partnership with somebody soon, and I'm very excited about that. Stay tuned for details because it's going to be very exciting for you guys, I hope. Now, after that, we have the Three of Pentacles, which I hope you can see. Can you see that? Whoops. I've been doing this for years and I never get it right. There, Three Pentacles. Close enough. Close enough for jazz. If anybody could tell me how to get rid of the blurred background, I'd be very grateful. Three of Cups is a celebration. I often think of it as the engagement card, but it's also sort of a party celebrating a joyous occasion. Sometimes it's a baby shower card. Sometimes it's just celebrating with your friends somebody's recent achievement, usually having to do with home and family, but not always. But I think in this case, yes. The Chariot card, finally. I'm going to try and see if we can get this one in focus. There, close enough. Have I got it, Dave? How are we doing? There. Chariot card. It's a chariot pulled by a black sphinx and a white sphinx, pulling in perfect harmony. Ebony and ivory. And what this means is a successful venture that combines business and creativity, often a woman-led business. I often get this when somebody is either working for a woman or working in partnership with a woman or is in fact an actual woman like me and you. Or a trans woman, which is fine too. Anyway, so those are cards that means that this is a very good week, starting out with the Lovers and then the Three of Pentacles. I'm sorry, because I'm a little out of it, the Three of Pentacles often means a business commitment as well. Forgive me. I just got out of the hospital yesterday, so sure, but I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, my dears, because I think I've got a puka in my house, which is a mischievous Irish ghost, because I'm half mischievous Irish, and half mischievous not Irish. I came down and the thing that holds my camera up had vanished. So it's held up by tape. So, Dave, if I have a caller, you're going to have to tell me because I can't see my screen. What do you... Okay. Oh, Pam. Hi, Pam. I thought Dave was saying I am. And I'm like, I know you are, Dave, but what am I? Pam, welcome, my dear. And thank you for not minding the squeaky voice. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I like to connect to people through their birthdays. So what day is your birthday, please?
It's 12/13/69.
Oh, cool. Let's see, 59. So you're a Sagittarius, which is great. I love Sagittariuses. Do you get in trouble sometimes for being a little too honest than people are ready to deal with?
Yes, I do.
That's not just Sag. I think it's just you all the way through. I can tell you've got a really good character. And a conscience, which is an expensive luxury these days. So how can I help you, my darling?
Actually, I have a scan coming up the end of this month, and I just wanted to know if it would be clear or not.
Okay, you have a what coming up? Didn't quite hear you.
I have a PET scan coming up at the end of the month.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, legally, I have to say this is for entertainment purposes only, but let me just see what I'm getting. So under that, if I say that, I can tell you what I get, which is actually, there might be a little something there, but I'm not. Honestly, I think you're going to come home and pour yourself a big glass of champagne and toast your family. I think you're going to be fine.
That would be great.
Yeah, the only tiny thing I'm getting is you might have like something completely non-toxic and non-malignant, just like a little cyst or something, if that makes sense. Honestly, that's the only thing I see coming up. So having gotten that, and I'm serious, I would tell you if I got otherwise. I started out as a medical intuitive. Is there anything else I can help you with? Kids, relationship?
No, that's what I was wanting. I was just wanting to know that. I've been worrying about it, so.
Take a deep breath, connect to your higher power, hand it over to your higher power with the intention of, like, you take this. I'm just going to wait here for the good news and relax. You're going to be fine. Okay?
Okay.
All right, my love. I'm so glad you called. Take care.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Well, we have a lot of time now. That was fun. It's funny because for medical stuff, I often, again, entertainment purposes only, but I will get like a picture, and that was a very nice picture to get, very clear. So I'm sitting here like a lovesick teenager, staring at my phone, waiting for your call. Meanwhile, let's pick another card to see what the sort of meta energy, the all over energy is. Oh, that's nice. I love that. Look at the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands, can we see this? It's a very pretty card. What, dear? Oh, Gwen. Okay, I'll just say the Four of Wands is a wonderful card, and it means that this is also going to be a very good time at home and in relationships this week. You're going to see a lot of coming together. Gwen, I love that name. Hi, Gwen. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Amherst, Massachusetts.
Oh, cool. Great town. I love Amherst. Massachusetts. Got a math hole in the house. Awesome. What day's your birthday, my angel?
August 17th.
Oh, great day. I think that was Mae West's birthday. Movie star from the last century. Yeah. Okay. How can I help you?
Well, I'm just wondering a lot about, what my child is coming to me in like, I guess in this year or maybe the year after.
Oh, are you asking if you're going to have a child?
No, if she's going to come back to me, if I'm going to get her back in my life as opposed to.
Gotcha. Right. I totally get what you're saying. It's funny because I got a very strong. I'm glad you clarified that, because I'm getting a really strong presence of an already here girl.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing. If you can get like a 6-month chip or something like that, keep doing everything you're doing for the best. Stay on the track you're on. I'm going to say there's a lot of complications here, but mostly it comes down to there's some conditions that, for better or for worse, doesn't matter why, some conditions you've been asked to meet, and the only thing is that just meet those conditions. And I think you'll have her back in about 6 months. And I think you keep in very good touch with her, because I'm getting the feeling that she really knows that you love her, and you guys are like two peas in a pod. I mean, you really love each other. I mean, moms and kids always love each other, but you guys really love each other. You have a special bond. Am I right?
Yeah, she's a couple months old.
Okay. You'll get her back before she's 14 months old. And I think when I say keep in touch, and I mean that, just keep doing what you're doing, and don't pay attention to anything else. If anybody tries to tempt you out of whatever, just say no. Keep your eye on the prize, and she's the prize. She's a beautiful little girl too. Is she named after somebody? Yeah, I mean, she's beautiful. And I usually don't say that, but babies all look like meatloaf to me. But this is a very pretty baby. Beautiful eyes. She's got those Bambi lashes. And
she's got beautiful eyes. She sure does. She's got eyes like her father, which I'm hoping that we stay strong together. Also, through the tribulations that we're having, I don't want any of this to tear us apart.
Well, as somebody, I'm all for getting all the help you can get, whether it's 12-step program or if, times are tight for everybody now. So if you can afford therapy, that's great. But if not, church, synagogue, whatever.
No. I'm meaning like the father and I staying together do this
that's
together.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just saying
okay.
working together and getting getting some outside help to help you stay strong together.
Okay. I was thinking
Whatever
of that
is.
a
No,
lot
I like
lately.
him. He's a big cutie pie too. Sorry, that slipped out before I meant to say it, but good looking couple.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he really does love you. I think both of you have very strong personalities. Is that true?
Yes, we do.
You're kind of both forces of nature. And so sometimes forces of nature have to learn to just kind of stop and breathe in and count to 10. And
yeah.
Am I right? And maybe stay away from, you know,
stay away from what?
Stay away from anything that can change your mood for right now, for about 6 months. Just even if it seems, but I think you guys,
like outside influences.
Yeah, really. The most important thing is to get that gorgeous little girl back because she's darling. And as you grow up together, you'll see you guys have a really special bond. We really do.
I was always afraid to have a girl. I never wanted a girl. My older sons are like in their 20s, and then I have a brand new little girl. But I was always terrified to have a little girl, and here she is.
I've got 3 older brothers and a sister who I found later, but long story. But as somebody, and I'm a lot younger than my brothers, my mom was so terrified. She was like, I don't know what to do. We had so much fun together, and my brothers were so wonderful. Yeah, and her brothers will totally take care of her. I had the best brothers ever, and she will too. I know she's got a beautiful name too. Does she have kind of an old-fashioned name? I want to say,
yeah, Tessa Jean.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that name. Oh, you did so well. And what day is her birthday so I can tune in on her?
June 25.
Oh, that's nice. It's funny. That was my grandmother's birthday, and she was the first spirit guide who got in touch with me. For me, that's a very powerful day. And I've noticed.
Yeah, my dad's the 23rd, and I always wonder, like, because he's passed away. I always wondered, like, if he had anything to say, or if he was like, he thought it was cool that it was around the same time, or.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. You know, you've got very, very good intuition. I would trust it. Just what I want you to do most is really take care of yourself, keep yourself focused on the good path right in front of you, meet every condition anybody gives you, and just tune out bad influences, because something it seems like it might be a fun time. As we say in a program that I'm in, it's like think the drink through. So in your case, maybe think the experience through. Is it going to be worth it? Because I know that you love a good time. I do too. But sometimes we have to just kind of keep our eyes on the road ahead of us, because I know you're going to get her back. And I so want to hear later on, like in 6 months, how you're doing, because she's a really special girl. I mean, she was a big surprise, right?
I was worried about like housing and what I was going to do, but I feel a little bit more settled now. And I feel in my heart that in the future, because I'm so uncertain about it a lot of the time, but also I do have a feeling that the housing is just going to be just fine.
I really think, you know, in this country, I can't remember what country proverb this is, it says baby brings its own money, baby brings its own luck. I really feel that Tessa Dean is bringing her own luck and bringing you money and bringing safe housing. And I just, just keep connected to your higher power, whatever you feel it is, and stay focused.
And that she'll bring with the housing and stuff.
I think so. You can also get in touch. This is what our representatives are here for. You can get in touch with your local representatives. Just look them up and ask what's available. We forget. We think like, oh, senator, congressman, representative, but they're here to help us. And you qualify. Okay. I'm gonna guess you qualify for a couple of different kinds of housing and support.
Yeah.
And use it for everything. Use the government while we still have it.
Right.
All right, my love. Well, it was great talking to you. Huge hugs. And let me know how you and your darling little girl are doing. And you know what? Keep
Yes,
up your
tell
artistic
mom
stuff.
I love her.
Oh, I will. All right, sweetheart.
Thank
Take
you.
care, love. Be good. I'm Perry Lyons. This is Perry Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic. We're on A1R Radio and Moonstruck TV. And I'm going to ask my producer, Dave, how much time do we have? Okay. Do we have time for another caller or shall? Okay, in that case, I'm going to just talk to you guys a little about what I've been learning over the past. There's been a lot of downloads in the past few months for a lot of us light workers, healers, empaths. And one big download I've gotten is let's not let fear get on top of us. Fear, I don't, how can I put this? I believe that love and truth always win. And I believe that if every day we get up and we turn our lives over to love, we ask our truth, higher power, or love, what the day holds for us. How can we be the best version of ourselves that we'll stay attuned to that love and that truth and that higher self? Even if you're an agnostic, you're an atheist, you're a pagan, we all want the same thing. And what we all want is love, truth, justice, for everybody we love to be safe, for people who need food to have food, for people to be in our society be taken care of. And I know this is a time when a lot of us are scared, but just keep your faith. Keep sight of love, keep sight of truth, and keep your faith in our fellow human beings. Because sometimes I know people get a little grumpy right now. People are not maybe as nice as they used to be, but that's just their fear talking. And if we can look past their fear and have compassion for it, and have compassion for the fact that every one of us is a beautiful, perfect creation, somewhere under there. It's like the old story about the two little boys who were shoveling horse manure out in a barn. And there was this one little boy, he was shoveling a huge pile of horse manure, and he was whistling and happy and singing. And his friends were like, "Why are you so happy? You're shoveling horse poop." He said, "Well, I know, but with all this poop, there's got to be a pony in there somewhere." So just know that there's a pony in there somewhere, and know that this is a very lucky time coming up for us, for you and for me and for everybody who happens to be watching this. So take a moment, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and connect to a feeling of love, whether it's for a pet or a person or something you hold sacred. Take a moment and just connect with that love, and now beam it outwards, because the more you beam it out, the more you get back in return. And that's it. I'm Perry Lyons. I love you. The color looks great on you. And come back next week. We have a lot of great surprises coming up next week. I'm Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Perry Lyons, PERILYONS, New York City Celebrity Psychic. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me everywhere. I'm on Instagram. So come say hi. And we've got a really exciting project to announce in the next couple of weeks, which is all about intuition with integrity. That's all I can say. But it's about sharing our knowledge of all the stuff we've learned about being psychic, about being spiritual, about being mediumistic, to teach you in a safe way that's completely in the light, completely understandable, and I think will really, really help and heal and happy you up. There you go. All right, my dears. Come back next week. Take care. I'm Perry Lyons.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for astrology and psychic readings with Lady D. Lady D. Live from LadyDPsychicParties.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is astrology and psychic reading
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host, Lady D, and I'm coming live to you from the ICC in Sydney, Darling Harbour, at the Mind, Body and Soul Festival. This is our biggest festival that we have in Sydney. It runs over 4 days from Thursday to Sunday, so I'll be here all weekend. And it happens twice a year. So this is the October one, it's one in March and October. But I follow it here and also in Brisbane. So it's really amazing. So this week with the astrology, we have a lot of aspects of Venus this week. So this week is going to be all about relationships and finances. And on the 11th, so tomorrow, we do currently have the moon, which is going to conjunct Uranus. So that can bring about some unexpected emotions maybe coming after that as well. And it also, you might be thinking of being pushed to feel like, you know, what you deserve out of relationships or even money. I feel like there's going to be a push over the weekend that's going to make you feel like, you know, what do you desire or what do you deserve in making you feeling, or even maybe getting a bit emotional about that. But anyway, you've got Venus, which is going to be opposing Saturn, and Venus is in Virgo. So with that, I do feel like there's going to be some issues when it comes to relationships and also finances. I feel like there's going to be people who are going to be thinking about what they deserve, what they want out of relationships. We've also got on the 14th that Venus will also oppose Neptune too. So there could be an aspect coming up where people are sort of trying to sort of spin you a story here. There could be like a bit of the delusion. It may also be dissolved. But I feel like just be careful of certain relationships around you this week, and also money. I feel like be careful making certain decisions. These aspects may cause a little bit of making the wrong decision about finances. You might be tempted to spend something that you can't afford, or put maybe gamble or bet with these aspects. So just be careful when it comes to finances and certain relationships with people too. I feel like there's going to be intense situations around that. On the positive side, we do on the 15th have a tri between Venus and Uranus. That's going to bring about something unexpected between money and relationships. So that can be something that's really positive, that comes up this week. And also too, we are going through this big transformation this week with relationships and money, because it's also going to try to Pluto, and that is quite positive. So it's like there could be a situation where something ends or a relationship dissolves around you, or a money situation where there's some sort of ending. It could be a ending of a partnership, but it's going to be, it's going to work out better in the long run, because there'll be some kind of starting over or starting again, but it's going to be positive for you. We do have on the 14th, Venus will be moving into Libra. So when we're looking before the 14th or on the 11th, when it's in Scorpio, there could be a bit of deception there and manipulation with that. And it could be a really big about cutting ties too. But with Venus moving into Libra, it is about finding the balance in things. It's also about creating harmony and peace with relationships, and also financial issues. But it also could be that you're trying to do too much as well in that area. What I feel it's going to come up, I do feel like when it comes to money and relationships, like crash and burn, that's so the energy is going to come about this week. Wanting abundance, but there's also like a downside with that. I feel like that's going to be the Neptune aspect with this. There could be a situation this week you might neglect your responsibilities, or just feeling a little bit lazy. Trying to work things out, or overthinking things can also come up this week as well. Because by the end of the week, we've got, next week, we're going to see a conjunction between Mercury and Mars. So by the end of this week, you're going to sort of feel that effects coming in. And that is going to be that is going to be in Scorpio. So that will be about it's like deception, but it's also like a map cutting cords. It could be either an intense sort of energy you might feel, or you might be feeling more strength or more positive about being able to sort of speak up and say what you need to speak to people too. And also for this week's about putting a happy face on. You might not feel that happy, but showing people that you are happy. And I feel like this week you might be left wanting more things too. All right, so let's go to the callers. We've got Tiffany here. She's in Madison, Wisconsin, in America. So hi, Tiffany. How are you today?
I'm so good. Thank you.
How can I help you today?
Well, I guess I can ask any question. I was hoping to get a little bit of guidance on my business that I'm trying to start.
Okay. Is your father, so is he your father's passed? He's still alive, your dad?
I'm sorry.
Your father.
Sorry.
I'll get to your business in a moment.
Yes.
I'm just hearing your father. So your father's like he's passed over?
No, my brother is.
Okay. Okay. I want to go. Okay. So what I feel like about your dad, and your dad's very much a handy kind of person too.
Yes.
Okay. I need to go to your father just for one moment, even though he's still alive. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm just drawn to him,
Okay.
so I just feel like that. Your dad's very smart, but he just at the moment needs to take his time to work things out. I feel like there's a little bit of a struggle here, and I feel like there's a little bit of bit of stress that's going on as well. I felt like your brother, he was quite playful and quite fun, and sort of running rings around your dad. Your dad needs to just take some time out at the moment, and I feel like your dad has this big can-do attitude, but he's trying to help everybody, and he just needs to be. I feel like he needs to be a time out, or just need to take a break or a rest at the moment. And I feel like he's sort of overcompensates for trying to help everybody here. Your brother on the other side, I feel like he's having a really good time. He's not doing much. Something's not doing much. He wants to sort of your brother sort of not motivated, but he's on the. I feel like he's a youngish energy, like very youthful energy on the other side there. In terms of your business, I feel like it's like a sort of stop and start. So I just feel like it gets good, and then you have these really this quiet periods, and you want more of a consistency that's happening. I just feel like you're very creative as well. What is the business that you're doing?
It is spiritual coaching, Akashic Records, actually.
Like readings?
Yes. And you're right. Yes, it's been very stop and start. I can't seem to get the momentum.
I feel like it's because people don't know what it is. So I feel like there's a misunderstanding of what you're doing with people. They're not understanding, but they're not understanding the benefit. I feel like you're helping people with their fears or getting over certain things that are sort of holding them back in this life using that tool. I do feel like you need to so I feel like there's a lot you can do. I do feel like you can see people's past and past, present, future. So I do feel like you're a bit psychic as well. But I just feel like that there's more you need to offer. So I feel like instead of just focusing, even though that's maybe your passion, I feel like do what people know. So I feel like advertise as like psychic readings, and then you can add the Akashic records in as another layer to help them through what it is that they need to help through with this lifetime, I feel. So I feel like people aren't understanding exactly what you're doing or exactly how it's benefiting them. And I feel like that's where the limitations are being with that. And I do feel like there's a rework around I feel like it's like rebranding, or the colors are going to change the colors of something with your business. I see a lot of stars. So I don't know if you have a lot of stars with your logos or with your imaging that you do. And like it's like a Milky Way galaxy kind of feel that I see with it. But I feel like I'm hearing September. Oh, good. So I feel like I'm hearing September. So I feel like September, you're really establishing yourself. I do see if you're doing fairs. I see like an tent. Like I don't know if you're doing fairs or different events. Or you're marketing yourself to do different events as well. that I feel like September there might be like an increase in demand. I'm hearing leave cards. I don't know if you're using cards as well. So I'm just feeling like leave cards, like let spirit guide you, let spirit make you be aware. It's like your brother on the other side. He does want to help you because this man like needs something. I feel like he needs something to do. I feel like at the moment he doesn't have a lot to do over there.
I would love that.
But I really get strongly that your dad needs to. Did you not have issues with his leg or with his foot? With his right foot?
No, but he's supposed to be retired, and he is a little bit stubborn, and he's not retiring, and he just won't, slow down. So yeah, we're all a little bit concerned that he's always doing too much. So you were right on with that.
Oh, okay. And then, okay, yeah, so I just feel like, that I see my foot feels funny. So I just feel like there could be an issue with his foot that might come up, or maybe he's a little bit clumsy. And he may be a situation where he needs to rest. But just like he just really needs to be careful of what he's doing. But I am hearing the brother will say like he wants to help you. Your brother was quite a fun. His energy feels very fun. So I feel like with your brother, he was a fun kind of guy. And maybe like seeks like adventure fun too with him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was great.
He was a bit stubborn as well. I feel like he was told like not to do something, but he'll go and do it anyway. And was he when he was young? Was he good with the bikes? Like we say BMX bikes here, but like so doing tricks on bikes. Was he good with the bicycle on a bike?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
No, because he's showing me that in spirit it can be a little bit cheeky. But yeah, he's around you guys. He's around you all. Do you have any other questions for me?
Does my brother have any other words of encouragement for me? I feel like I talk to him every day, and I feel his presence. It would just be great to hear a little message.
You're also a good baker. Do you like to bake cakes, or do you know? Are you a good baker?
Well, I've been cooking all day today. In fact,
because he wants you to make the cake he likes. There's some cake that you make that he likes. He wants you to make that one. I'm just seeing like a cake, yeah. So I feel like this boy thinks of his tummy a bit, and he also I feel like there's a cruise or something you're going on a cruise. So I want to say that this could be some sort of cruise or holiday that you might be going on too. But he's talking about that as well. Too. So
oh my goodness, yeah. I want a cruise, I haven't gone on it yet. That's really interesting.
Okay. Well, I want you to go on the cruise. Take that cruise. You need to be able to relax on there and have a break. I feel like it's going to give you being on water. I feel like it's going to give you ideas to do the business as well. It's going to help you with that too, and I think you're going to get some downloads. On there as well. So it's going to be fun. Well, how fun is that? Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much. You're so talented.
Thank you for calling in today. Thank you. No problem. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So guys, if you want to contact me, you can. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. And the same as my Facebook page is also Lady D Psychic Parties. My Instagram is Lady D Psychic. TikTok is Lady D Psychic, and YouTube is Lady D Psychic as well. Thank you for joining me today. And as I said, I've been beginning here at MBS Festival all weekend. So if you live in New South Wales or in Sydney area, come down. There's a whole heap to do. It's the biggest festival we have in Sydney. And come and say hello or get a reading or buy a crystal. I have a lot of stores here. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you back in my usual place next week. So bye for now.
everybody.